Alright, I think we're live. Hello. Hello. I believe this is live. It looks like we're live. Right, hello. Back again, another completely spontaneous stream. Didn't think I was going to be doing this, but I thought, you know what, why not? Could you turn up your mic volume, please? Yes, I can. There we go. Is that better? That's at maximum now, to be fair, so I can't do anything if not. Here we go again, another one. Yes, yeah, and there's another spontaneous one. It's probably only going to be for a couple of hours, so don't get too comfy, bro. Yay, mic. Is the mic all right or not too much? Why don't you upload anymore? I shall get to the best week ever. 2 juicy streams. It's okay. Okay, nice. I do have problems with my mic quite frequently, so I can never really tell if it's picking my voice up very well. Right, how do I do this so I can see? Right, I can see everything that's going on. Okay, mic level is perfect, actually, when coming. Yeah, let's pause. Too kind. Okay, I'm back in this world again. We did a test stream yesterday. It was just a little live, just to see how it was going to go with live streaming. As I thought, it was a bit of a disaster. But we have managed to go live again without too many technical difficulties, I believe. Well, I don't know. Yep, we've still got a long way to go. We've only just started. So what did we do yesterday? Let me see. We spawned in. Can't remember where we spawned. I think from... where was it? Maybe over that direction? Or was it that direction? I can't remember. Or this might be the new world because we died in our last attempt. Anyway, we're here. We're in a new world. And I did a mining session last time. Picked up a ton of resources, which... Where did they go? Where did my stuff go? Well, I thought I had a ton of stuff. And I've got no food. Let's put some of this in for cooking. Right. Well, I've got resources somewhere. Maybe they're down here. Oh, no. Was it the world that I died in? No, it can't be. It can't be. Yay, we're back. Yeah, hello. Mike levels, but we're back. You sound so magnificent. I sound tired, is what I sound like. I didn't get too much sleep. I'll be completely real with you. I was playing Valheim last night, so let me see. Oh, where did I leave our stuff? Oh man, it sucks that we don't have food. Where did I leave our stuff? I want to say it was around here. This way. I'm fairly confident it was this way. Let's head this way. Yeah, okay, I recognise this place. 12 hours away from this world, and my chest was there. Am I missing something? What am I missing? I swear I had so much more. Maybe it was up. Maybe I'm just overestimating the amount of stuff that we actually mined. Buying a PC, trading a kidney for RAM. Yeah, tell me about it. That is expensive. It's an expensive thing to buy PCs. Def trade the kidney. 100%, maybe even the heart. Who needs a heart anyway? Completely overrated. Let's have a look. I'm sure I left it up here then, maybe. It's got to be. It can't be anywhere else than up here. Let's head to the surface. Is it night time? Night time. I've got no food. We're still early in hardcore. Legs aren't needed either. In fact, you might as well just be a torso. Torso without a heart, without a kidney. It should be able to afford a PC then. Right, we're going to sleep. I will get to the bottom of where my stuff has gone. Did you eat this time before starting? I've started early enough that I'm not hungry. So it's not too bad. Maybe I put our stuff in here. But yeah, after I logged off yesterday. Wow, I had so... Ooh, hello. What are you doing here, my friend? Not my friend. You haven't got anything worth buying. Apart from... Give me your llamas. him. Come here, you. And you. And you. There we go. I almost want to kill this guy. He's coming here offering exquisitely shit trades. That's what he gets. Alright, where was our copper? Okay, it was right in front of my face. Okay, block of copper. We got some iron. I've got some iron cooking in one of these I want to... Two. Is that all we got? Surely that wasn't all we got. We've got 4 iron total. No, we must have more than that. No, we don't. Oh, no, of course, I made the iron chest plate. Juices forced me to buy... Okay, how's it going? It's going well, it's going well, it's going well, thank you. It's going well, thank you. It's not too bad. I'm just picking up from where I left off yesterday, which was a bit of a test stream. I wasn't sure if I was going to be continuing this world or not, but why not just do a bit more for this hardcore run? Right, let's eat some food. I'm hungry. Right, I'm thinking for this world, I'm going to do an underground base. Underground base that I'm not too certain if I want to set up here or if I want to set it up somewhere maybe in that valley section. That might be... I suppose if it's underground it doesn't really matter all that much, does it? You know what? I'll do it here. I'll do it here. What's it like for expansion? No, actually, if I'm going to be digging down... Right, we'll go down into the valley. I think that's going to be a better... Nah, top of the mountain. You make a good point. You make a good point, but no. Interesting. Interesting. Nice. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Definitely overrated for that. I'm reading the chat in the complete wrong order again. That's going to take me some getting used to. Right, maybe if I set it up here. This seems a good place. Obviously, we'll kill these guys. Get ourselves some extra food. You live. You die. There was another guy. I can't be bothered to go after him. All right. Maybe if I set up, let's say, staircase here, and we head that way. I'm only going to head down maybe 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Our pick's going to break it. Oh, we got another one. Well, I've lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, when I step down, there we go. It broke. 5, 6. Melon farm when? Who knows? As soon as I get hold of melons, to be fair, as soon as I get hold of those melon seeds, you're going to see something expectitious. I don't know what word that was. It wasn't one. 6, 7. This will be. What's going on right now? Just doing a spontaneous stream, playing hardcore, making an underground base. How planned out are usually your videos? Do you start out with I want to do X and do that, or is it mostly just impulsive? It's a bit of both. I'll be honest. It's a bit of both. Usually I just record what I'm playing, and what I'm playing is typically what I feel like doing. Sometimes I'll know ahead of time what I want to do. So for instance, when I did the 4 chunk hole, it was spontaneous at the start, but it turned into me kind of figuring out what I was doing before I did each of the videos. I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is good. 9, 10. So there's a bit of both, and then sometimes I plan out in my head what I'm going to be doing for that episode. Sometimes I just go with the flow. Right, how big are we going to make this? The thing is, if I'm making this with cobblestone picks, this is going to take forever, isn't it? But I might just have to. It is what it is. It is what it is for the time being until we get better tools. 2, 3. What Y level are we at? 86. Okay, whether or not we're fine iron down here, be a nice bonus. But how are you level 33 with stone and iron tools? Is this your forever world? Have you restarted? Basically, we did a ton of mining last stream. I just went down looking for iron. I ended up stumbling across a massive cave. Well, it wasn't the largest of caves because it had a lot of dead ends, but we stumbled across a cave, and this place had a ton of copper, a ton of coal. And it was mainly all of these XP levels come from coal. A bit of mob killing as well. Go 100 blocks. That sounds reasonable. To be fair, that does sound fairly reasonable. I'm very tempted to do something like that. That sounds reasonable for Jews. You're making me out to be a madman. I am nothing of the sort. I think I'm the reasonable ones, and you guys are the mad ones for making your bases too small. Right, let's see. Another 5 blocks. This would be 20 blocks in this direction. 20 blocks. Is that going to be long enough? We could start with 20, and then we could expand out. I mean, I don't really know if... How do you like streaming? I'll be honest. The streaming side, going live... I think I'm too early to say because it's only my second stream. But first impressions, I don't find it too bad. The only problem is the talking. Like Minecraft, especially some of the projects I do where I'm just mining, digging. Well, actually, I'm saying it like it's unique to me. Most people who play on Minecraft, there's a lot of dead space jobs, if you know what I mean. A lot of downtime where all you're doing is chopping trees. All you're doing is gathering resources. And for that, if you're streaming, you've got to talk a lot. And for someone like myself, sometimes that's difficult because I usually play games in silence. So it's a bit of a skill trying to learn how to talk at the same time. Trying to talk out my... I need another shovel. Trying to speak out my thought process. Fair enough. It can be a hard adjustment. I think someone like myself, I can't multitask. I think a lot of you guys will probably be able to do it much better than myself. I have a hard time. I get too focused. I was starting to do it then. I'm starting to do it then. I want to kill you, pig. If it doesn't break 20 if it doesn't break 20 diamond picks when he didn't want to break any and only break them when he didn't pay attention. Yeah, maybe I need it in the future. That is my slogan. Maybe if you need it in the future. One day. What was I doing? I came over here for shovel, didn't I? I'm gonna make some copper tools. Let's do that. Get them. Put that to there. Put that to there. Right, shovel. Let's get 2 shovels. As for picks, let's get, I don't know, another. Yeah, that'd be enough. Put all this back into here. I should have the rest of my food cooked. There we go. Let's put some more on to cook. Pork chops, yep. That can go into here. Any more for any more. Take that out of there. Right, maybe I should start moving this stuff down, to be fair. Okay. Bring these chests. Let me load up. Let me load up because most of this stuff is going to be... Well, not all, most of this stuff. All of this stuff is going to be coming down if we're going to be setting up an underground base, which is going to be over here. Then I might as well bring it. Ain't no way I could do this. I don't know. You're just talking to yourself. See now, mate, trying to make it sound easy. Where's our hole? It was up here, wasn't it? I can't even talk to my friends when we're playing different games and we just sit in silence on Discord. I get that. Sometimes you do get invested in what you're doing. I was playing with a couple of friends on Discord last night. And sometimes I found myself just, when it was mining copper, just going silent again. Just not out being antisocial, you know. It's just, your mind seems to go blank. You just go into the zone. Right, let's just put a... This is going to be a temporary place for this chest. We can move it later on. Let's just empty this stuff out. Let's put that stuff there. I'll just put a pickaxe in here. Let's take that out. That out. Actually, let's take these furnaces out as well. Let me just stick a couple there and there. Put them in. That out. We're split half to there. Where did I put my coal? I left it in here. Half of that. Half of that. After that, at least I can play the game today. That is something that's an improvement on yesterday. Yesterday I couldn't even play the game because, well, it was kind of nerve-wracking. And 2, like I said just a minute ago, the multitasking. The multitasking is what gets to me. It's going to turn night. If we're going underground, it won't matter. Let me grab the rest of my stuff. I'm getting distracted. Let me grab the rest of my stuff. The Forever World. Okay, just before... Again, a lot of questions, people asking about the Forever World. The Forever World is still here. Let me just quickly log on. Here it is. Here it is. It is still here. Showcasing... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Showcasing itself in all its glory. I gathered a load of resource off camera. There we go. This was for this layer here, which is going to be the nature level. We've got our other levels up here. Let me show you guys as well. Yeah, so I've only got one more rocket. The absolute mess of a storage this is up here. Look at this. All these items I need sorting out. Let's just do that for phantoms. Absolute ton of stuff. Yeah, sure. I've been putting off organising this, as many of you know. Yeah, we'll get round to it. We'll get round to it. In fact, let me get some rockets, because I'm probably going to come on later on in stream, try and jump off to show you guys and fall to my death. Let's do... What am I doing? Okay. I've just made 2 different types of rockets. Not really the end of the world. Right. Put that back in there. Put that shulker box. Yeah, put that back in. Right, there we go. Let me go back to our hardcore world. I just joined. Yeah, I'm streaming in OBS. I am streaming in OBS. It was a bit of a headache sorting out yesterday. A bit of a headache, to say the least. In fact, I went live on YouTube thinking that OBS was connected, and then I just got all these people. Yeah, some of you here. A lot of people say, like, "Where the heck are you? Like, we can hear you, but we can't see anything. What's going on?" And yeah, I hadn't connected OBS properly. That was my bad. My bad, guys. My bad. That was my bad. Today I've managed to do it without even a tutorial. Without even a tutorial. And that's part of the reason I wanted to go live, because I thought if I don't go live, I'm going to forget how to do it. And when I want to do a live stream next, I'm going to have to watch that tutorial, and I hate watching tutorials. I don't know about any of you guys. I've just not got the attention span for it. Why is it stretched? Is it stretched? Is it noticeably stretched? It might be my FOV. I do have my FOV at 90. That might be right. Why don't you have a camera on? Honestly, I'm a bit of a private person. I'm not sure if putting my face on camera is something I want to do just yet. You know, I won't ever say completely no to it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that at the moment. I mean, I'm having trouble enough it is just live streaming without a camera, you know, without a webcam. So doing it with one, not sure. Not sure. Live is stretched. Live is stretched. Okay, hang on. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Hang on. Let me close this. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try and fix the stretching. Right, let's re-upload this. Come on. It takes so much longer when you're waiting for it. Right. Okay, is it picking up? Okay, there we go, there we go. And now I've got a... I think it's happening again. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Just bear with me. Bear with me. How is that? How is that? How does that look? How does that look? Does that look a bit better? I hope you say yes, because I don't know what to do otherwise. Wow, it's a lot darker than what I remember a minute ago. I love one way better. I love it. Okay, nice. That's good. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Look, guys, I'm only here to pick up my stuff. Only here to pick up my stuff. I don't want trouble, but I will give you trouble if you want it. Check out these moves, and that move, and that move. Oh, I don't want to kill the chicken. I just want to kill him. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. Performance at its highest level, guys. Performance at its highest levels. Well, at least the chicken slows him down. That's something. Yeah. Look at that. Ooh, what's this? Hyper potions. Ah, I forgot we got the music disc where we killed one of them. Nice. Right, what was I doing? Take this out of here. Take that out. The thing's still cooking. Nothing's still cooking. We'll pick these bad boys up. Can we play server? Make a server. We want to play with you. You know what? I've thought about setting up a server before. I think that would be really cool. How I go about doing that, you know, I'm not too sure. As you know, as I've said, I had trouble just live streaming. So if you want me to set up a a server as well, you know, that might be beyond my technical abilities. There's a lot of, they're going to come down, aren't they? I hear. I don't think they're coming down. No. No, they're not coming down. They got scared. All right. Let's set up some more furnaces. I don't have the furnaces. I didn't want to sleep. Let's set up some more furnaces. Yeah, it's still not there. Put coal into that one. Coal into that one. Where's the rest of my coal? Coal into... Build that one up. Right, anything I've got to cook? I don't see anything. Am I being blind? I think we've cooked all our food now. Yeah, right. I might need some more chests to put this stuff in. I keep putting my pickaxes back in. I don't want to do that. Right, I think we're... Oh, and that one. Right, we can start... Do I want to go up here and set this, make the staircase wider? They're going to find me, aren't they? I'll tell you what, that's going to be a daytime activity. But down here, we're going to have... So this is the central 2. Then 1, 2 that way. So it's a 4 wide. Maybe we make it 5 wide, so at least we've got one block that's the dead center. Yeah. Okay, I'll make this block here the center. So if we come out another, so this isn't the center. Oh, maybe I should have made this one the center. That would have been easier for... Okay, we'll make this one the center. Come out here. So that's going to be 5. Let me just fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've messed up again. 5. Right. That's going to be the width of the staircase. And then from this staircase, which is here, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come out 5. Same for me too. Perfect. The stream looks good. Ah, nice, nice, nice. That's good. That's good. Color correction. Is the color off now? Please don't say it. So we got to come out 2 here because this is the central, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be the width that side, and then we jump over here. We'll do 1, 2. So that will take us to the edge of that staircase, and then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a filter option in OBS. That's for color correction. So use it. It improves the live quality. Oh, really? Where would I find that? Maybe output. I don't know. That's going to be something I have to look into. Okay, you've given me something to look into for next time. I've lost count now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, have I miscounted? That's the center. Then we got 1, 2, edge of staircase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I miscounted. So that will be the edge here, leading that way. So if we mine this way, it should connect up. That's going to be too thin, isn't it? This room's going to be way too thin. Oh, I'm not having that. Okay, we'll go out another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another stream. How did the other day go? Yesterday wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. What am I talking about? It was a bit of a mess. I couldn't figure out how to start live streaming. So that was a good start. So at the start, everyone had a blank screen. You can hear my voice, but you can't see anything. So I had to restart and then set up another stream. That was a bit of a headache. Had to watch a tutorial. I'm not a fan of watching video tutorials. And then most of the stream was me rambling on about things. There we go. Most of the stream, yeah, was me just rambling on about nonsensical stuff. Not really being able to get my thoughts in order. Not really being able to talk properly. Not even being able to play the game properly. Couldn't do anything. it it wasn't my finest performance. It wasn't my finest performance. Today, at least, it's like, in terms of game performance, which you can tell it isn't great already. It is 100 times better than yesterday. Yesterday, I was just running around, rambling on, talking about absolutely nothing, and then it won't really matter. It should join up with our other bit. Yeah, it could have gone better. First stream is what it is, I guess. When will be getting your Forever World video? I know, guys. I've been a bit bad with that. I'm not too sure. I've been a bit lost in the sauce with Hightail. I decided to give Hightail a go, and honestly, the game took me a lot longer to get through than I thought because I kept doing things that I didn't really need to do. But I wanted to give the game a fair chance. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't been putting up videos. Right, this 5, so it's here. Wait, I've lost count again. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to ask you, you're going to play live other games or just Minecraft? Oh yeah, 100%. If I do more live streaming, which again, I'm not completely committed to because it's a bit of a commitment, but if I do commit to it, or maybe I'll just do it on the case of spontaneous streams. If I do more spontaneous streams, 100% I will do other games. I've had, as I said yesterday, the right itch for Terraria. Terraria, tomato, you know what I mean. I've been wanting to play that. I wanted to be revisiting that game. I've just got the itch for it, and that itch needs scratching. Really want to play that game. I want to go back to Factorio as well. Another game on my to-do list. I played that when I first got my PC, which must have been, I don't know, maybe a few years ago now. Yeah, but I remember playing Factorio. Actually, no, I had it on laptop first because the laptop was so shit I was playing on. It was the only game I could play. Well, one of the very few games I could. There's a skeleton there. Why has he come down here? I don't want to have to eradicate him. Oh. I'm going to do like... Sorry, my guy. Complete cheesing. It is what it is. It's you or me, mate. I don't want to do this, but I had to. There we go. Factorio was one of the only games I could play on the laptop. So yeah, I want to play that. Valheim, I've been playing Valheim with a couple of mates. Playing it last night, actually, for way too late. I ended up, again, another confession, like some of my confessions yesterday. I ended up playing it till 4:30 this morning. I only said I was going to stay on to about midnight, and then I started, well, just one thing after another. Then we killed some trolls, and we went resource gathering, got a bit of copper. Tried looking for tin, but got distracted with more copper, then kept dying. What happened there? Got distracted with more trolls, more mobs, then kept dying, had to keep going out, made carts, then the carts kept breaking. All that good stuff. And then we looked and it was like 4:30 in the morning. And I was like, damn, that shouldn't have done it. But yeah, and more games. What other games do I want to play? Elden Ring, that's another game I want to play. It's on my computer as well. Downloaded on my computer, ready to play. And I've had so many recommendations to play Elden Ring, not only from people commenting on videos, but also from people in real life. It just looks such a good game. I want to give it a go. There's not many games I have played, actually. I've played less games than I have more games. Like, if you think of like a popular game franchise, chances are I've not played it. So it'd be good to experience some of these, maybe on stream. Stardew Valley, that's another one I've got on my computer. I have played about a year's worth of that. Not a year's worth IRL, a year's worth in-game, so that's another one. Stream Hightail 2. Yeah, I thought maybe I should... I don't know, I've just played the entire game in its entirety. Well, maybe not its entirety, because it is a sandbox game similar to Minecraft, so I can't say its entirety. But I've played a lot of Hightail recently, so I don't know if I want to go back to that just yet, but I might do. I might do. I never say no to it. Right. Is this the right size for what I want? I mean, it's fairly big. We can always make it bigger, can't we? But there's so many games. There's so many games I want to play, and the thing is, they keep releasing great games as well. I want to play. I think with being a Minecraft YouTuber, you don't really get round to playing other games. So I don't, at least. I don't. Don't stress, Stu. We want to see. We want to see your awesome stream. Nice, nice, nice. I want to ask. Nice, nice. Well, thank you, good sir. You rambling on was great. I don't know. Sometimes I I think I'm just talking absolute rubbish. People are going to mute me, you know. Although I think I almost feel more pressure to do so because I don't have a webcam on. At least if you have a webcam or have some sort of face on camera, at least then expressions say a lot. Like I can't pause and look at the screen, and I can't really give any gestures or put that there. Any other expressions to convey what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling because you can't see me. So I sort of have, I guess I have to make up for it with talking. The problem is the talking. Cool live stream. Thank you, thank you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Eat food, eat food. I don't need to eat food. Oh, you probably meant before. Is there maybe there's a bit of a delay? There might be a bit of a delay. I want to say see you play Project Zomboid. I tell you what, that is another game that's been recommended to me many times. Not only from people commenting on videos, but again, I got a mate in real life who said, look, you should really play this game. That would be a good game to play. And I've seen people play bits of it. I don't know too much about the game. All I know is there's zombies and you go around grabbing stuff, resources. I think you go into buildings, come out buildings. That's about all I know. That's about all I know. But it's on my Steam wish list, as is like about another 200 or 300 games I want to play. But that is another one that has been highly recommended. That is a game I would like to try. Project Zomboid. Or old school RuneScape. Yeah, old school RuneScape. I tell you what, I remember back in school, there was this kid who, you know, he was kind of a cool kid at the time. Bit of a cool kid. And I was really surprised to learn that he played RuneScape. I don't know why, because a lot of... I can't remember if gaming back when I was at school was uncool or if it was cool. I never really thought about it. But there was this kid, bit of a cool guy, he played RuneScape. And I remember he convinced me to get RuneScape, and I got RuneScape, obviously the free version. And I got to like level 5 in wood chopping or something like that, maybe level 8 in fishing. I don't know, not very far at all. And I was so impressed with myself. And I came in and I told him, and he absolutely shit all over me. He was he was I can remember he was like, he couldn't believe that I hadn't even made it into double digits. Hadn't even made it into double digits. I think he was level 99 for everything. Or, as memory has it, I'm pretty sure he was. Go to get... You Australian, because I'm watching you from India. I'm not Australian, I'm actually British. Believe it or not. I do a cracking Australian accent, though. Cracking Australian accent. I can listen to you read the weather. Your voice is so soothing. Well, talking of the weather, it's fairly sunny with a bit of clouds outside. Actually, quite a nice day for where I am. Precipitation at all-time low. I keep seeing people ride bicycles past my window. Yeah, that's what's going on where I am right now. Trees swaying, fairly windy. That's all I can give. Crimson Desert would be a game, great game for getting sidetracked. Yes, yeah, Crimson Desert. I'd like to give that a go. I think that's on my wish list. I believe that's. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that game has a huge map, doesn't it? Open world with a massive map that takes ages to walk from one end to the other. I may be wrong on that. Let's see. Why don't you just have like a PNG tuber or a VTuber? Yeah. I mean, it's a good question, but I've not really. I think probably because I wouldn't know how to go about setting it up. Basically, when you think of anything technical that is extremely simple, other than turning a machine on and off, I probably can't do it. That's half the reason I don't do redstone in this game. But then I should give it a try. That's something else I want to do. If we do more Minecraft streams, I'm going to learn how to do redstone. You guys can give me a bit of a tutorial on it, although I do hate tutorials, so maybe not a tutorial. We'll call it something else. A guide. If you called it a guide, I'd probably more likely to take it on. Okay, we're actually getting somewhere with this space. I almost feel like it needs to go back that way a bit more. Yeah, maybe. Also, I do think it's kind of weird when I check the stream on YouTube because there's a bit of a delay. I don't know how to change that. Not sure. Whatever. It's not the biggest delay in the world, I don't think. Maybe a few seconds. Maybe. Can't see me. You see. It's you can play while playing Minecraft. Not gonna lie. I'm rank 1 world. Oh damn. Oh damn. That's pretty good. Well, it's actually incredible, rank 1. What's the reason behind naming your channel Juice? Reason behind naming my channel Juice. Well, I can't even get my words out. There wasn't much thought to it. I remember when I was first setting up the channel, I thought, you know what, I wanna just make some YouTube videos. What's my name gonna be? And I couldn't think for the life of me. All I knew was that I wanted it to be a 1-syllable name, just because it'd be quite easy to say. So I was thinking a lot of different ones, but I couldn't really settle on one. So I thought, you know what, I'll pick a temporary name just for going on with. And the job I had at the current time had this room, which we called the Juice Room. I mean, we still call it the Juice Room, and it's there right now. And it's where you go to rehydrate yourself, because it was a particularly sweaty job I had at the time. And so people would be like, I'm going to the juice room. So I was in this juice room with a mate of mine, and we were just talking, and at the same time I was thinking, what should I call my channel name? And then I thought, I'm getting juice right now. Why don't I just call it Juice? It's a one-syllable word which fits what I wanted, and it's not the worst name in the world. Could be better, could be worse. So I figured, yeah, I'll just use it temporarily, and then I just kept going with it, and then the 100 days video came out of melons. Maybe that was it, or was it the 100 days hardcore? No, it was 100 days melon video, because I remember the channel just suddenly boomed. It went from, I don't know what we were up to, like 1,000, and it just spiked up to 30,000 and kept going, and then everyone just knew me as Juice, and I thought, oh, well, there goes me changing my name. I guess I'm just sticking to Juice, and so I've stuck to Juice. Massive, played for 40 hours, haven't left the starter area. Oh damn. Crimson Desert we're talking about, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen bits of people play. Honestly, I haven't looked that much. So if I was to play it, I'd be going in blind, which honestly I think is better for a lot of games. I don't like going in and knowing what's to come. I think it's a lot better if you're going completely blind, going with no guide. But yeah, 40 hours and you haven't even left the starter area is wild. That is wild. It also sounds like my sort of game. Love to see Mumbo Jumbo streaming. Yeah, it's crazy. I saw that the other day as well. I thought, damn. Because I know he set up that second channel, and I caught a bit of that, and he was talking about his like experience mountaineering. And I found that really interesting, because I quite like hiking myself. Nothing of that scale, because we don't have mountains where I am. I wish we did, because I would love to go mountaineering. Really interesting, but then yeah, I saw him go live. Wow, damn, he's going live. It seems to be what a lot of people are doing right now. I noticed I need some more pickaxes. I also don't have a crafting table. Let's put the crafting table. Here's center. Let me fill that back in. Where's my crafting table? Here it is. There we go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the hermits from Hermitcraft do a lot of streaming. It seems to be what everyone is doing at the moment. Interesting. I suppose there is demand for it. People do like watching live streams now a lot more than they used to. I think ever since COVID, I want to say, is when it really kicked off. I don't think it's at COVID levels of popularity, but it's still remained very relevant. I need another chest. This is going to be annoying. I can't walk over my bed because the ceiling's not high enough yet. Right. Put this all in here. Take that back out. Probably not going to need 2 shovels at the moment. Why have I got a second bed on me? I'll put that in there. Put that there. Right. We continue. In fact. Right, let me do the old F3T trick. Oh, hang on. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. It should mine automatically now. There we go. Now I don't even have to put my finger down on the mouse pad. Ah, that's much better. What's the reason? Love to see Mumbo Jumbo. Try killing the end. Yeah, I will try killing the Ender Dragon on live. I will do that when we get there. It's a bit of a long road to get there. This room is not going to be big enough, is it? It's going to need to go back this way. It looks too square-like. Maybe another... Let's try another 10 blocks to begin with. And then I can see if I want to expand it by another 10 blocks. So that's 5. Go back another. Social engineering just started. What's your mother's maiden name? That, good sir, is a great one. My mother's maiden name is Block. 5, 10, 15. Is this going to be large enough? It's a fairly decent size. Yeah, 15 blocks back. They would do the same here. When are we going to get a juice SMP? I don't know. I would love to set up a server. I really would. How I go about doing that, I'm not really sure. But yeah, we would be just carving out like massive holes with copper equipment. Right. Oh. Let's get rid of that gravel falling on my head. I'm not a fan. I've lost count. That's 5. 1, 2. This would be 5 here, so there'd be 10. Then we do another 5, and that should take us up to the 15 we're after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we head this way. Do 15 this way. Make sure your server supports Bedrock also. Yeah, if I get round to it again, I don't know how I'd go about setting up a server. All I know is realms, but that's not going to be big enough. That's 5, 10. Another 5 up here will be 1, 2. That should take us to the 15 we require, and then we should mine this way. Join up. There's a cave or something that way, isn't there? Enderman as well. We should join up with our other torches, if I've counted correctly. Sending love from South Africa. Damn. I have to go do my afternoon job. Just an afternoon job. Wow. What's the time over there in South Africa, I wonder? Have an amazing stream, Juice. Thank you. Have an amazing shift at work. Have an amazing shift at work or not. Depends if you like your job or not. It's the worst if you have a job that you don't like. It is the worst. It is a painful time being there in a place you don't want to be. Okay, everything's joined out now. We've got to remove all of this in between, and that should mean, well, it's night time again. Let me just do the old sleep trick so phantoms don't spawn when we go to the surface. I don't know why I put, there we go. Once I've done this, maybe I'll start setting up some mines for getting iron and diamonds and stuff like that. I want to find villagers as well. I want to find villagers. I want them to be underground. I'm also thinking maybe I don't set up my storage room here in the overworld. Maybe we put it in the nether. That might be interesting to reduce lag. Because while it's not going to cause any lag at the moment, if, and again it is a big if we do continue this world and this world gets out of hand, as a lot of projects seem to do if I'm making them, storage room will probably be huge, and that might cause lag if I've got a lot of other stuff going on in the area. So if I put it in the nether, at least it's out of the way then. And it shouldn't be too hard travelling to and from the nether. We'll just set up a really convenient nether portal. It's 4 PM. Damn. You do night shifts then, or just late afternoon shifts? Any idea how long you'll keep streaming today? Maybe I will be able to watch your stream until my daughter falls asleep today. Well, I hope she managed to fall asleep since yesterday, good sir. Hopefully you managed to get her to sleep. But I won't be held hostage like I was yesterday. You had that gun pointed at my head with your child's well-being in my care. That's never a good option, good sir. Never a good option. How long I'm going for? I don't know. I had in mind maybe a couple of hours. We'll see. We'll see. Because I probably am going to be. I'll be honest. I'm going to be playing Valheim as well with a couple of friends today. And if I'm going to be doing that and this, I'm going to be sat at the computer for a while. So I don't know. I might want to stand up, get some food in between. So we'll say a couple of hours. If I go for longer, it'll be longer. It is what it is. Your mad is back for real. Hello once again. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. Day one mod. Day one mod. Why don't you turn on vibrant visuals right now? Is vibrant visuals? I don't think it's on Java, is it? Is it on Java? I didn't think that was a thing. I'm not on Bedrock. I'm on Java. Juice, did you just start a new hardcore world? I am. It started as a test world yesterday for our first ever stream. Then I died. So we started another one, and that world is this world. As you can see, we've lived for 10 days so far in the top left corner. We're on day 11. So yeah, whether or not we survive, I don't know. Whether or not we'll go long term, I don't know that either. That was the zombie dying on the surface. I should get some wood in a bit. I don't think I need it right now. Can't wait to see if it turns into something. But yeah, like it'll be one copper pickaxe at a time. So if it does, it's going to be turning into something extremely slowly. But in my mind, I've got something big planned. I've got something very, very big planned. Humongous, some would say. Humongous. Something that no one has ever seen before. A room with a lot of extra things that I can't talk about now because it's a spoiler. My newborn falls asleep to this stream, so it worked out for me. Yes, good sir, good. If you're a sir, I don't know if you are, but if you're not, then good ma'am. That's just how boring my voice is. That's just how boring my voice is. You stay tuned for a bit longer, you'll be asleep yourself. Mark my words. You are feeling sleepy as it is. You are feeling very, very sleepy. Very, very sleepy. In fact, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes for a second. Let the sound of my voice send you off into a different place. You're on a tropical island. A tropical island with a lot of square blocky sheep. A lot of square blocky sheep that you can kill to make a bed. That you do kill to make a bed. And then you lay your head down on the whitest of beds you've ever seen. And then the creeper blows you up. Right. Where am I heading? Okay, I thought I was just heading off. There we go, one more block. Put Optifine also. Yeah, that is, I did usually do run with Optifine, but I tell you what, I hadn't installed it for a while, or updated it for a while, because it wasn't completely up to date with the newest version. Last time I checked, it probably is now, but when I checked, when Minecraft updated, and I was playing on the newest update, there wasn't a new update for Optifine, so I just got out of the habit with playing it on. I really do miss the dynamic lighting with torches in your hand. It's so much better, I'm telling you. I don't know why Minecraft or Mojang don't add that to the game. It's just such a nice quality of life feature. Have a torch in your hand like this, like I've got right now, in your offhand, and it lights up the cave you're in, or the space you're in. So much better. So much better. Huh. 7:30 GMT would be fine, thanks. Okay, good sir. Go. Okay, okay. 7:30 it is. 7:30 it is. Don't quote me on that because it's not going to happen. Oh, we've been through all our copper picks again. It's nice to watch these kind of streams. Nice, relaxing, slow, and no rush. I tell you what, I've got into a much more. Hang on, where's our? There we go. I've got much more into the habit of playing Minecraft at a slower rate. It's actually, dare I say it, slightly more enjoyable. Maybe not to watch, I don't know. Well, maybe for you. Like, you did say you like watching the no rush. I don't know if it's enjoyable for everyone else, but it's definitely more enjoyable to play. You know, just getting everything in order, one thing at a time. I'm kind of fed up of the whole spawn into a world, rush for OP gear as soon as possible, rush for an elytra. It's, yeah, cool. It makes the game a lot more playable and you get access to late game stuff as soon as possible, and then you can start on huge projects. And that was always the way I used to play, 100%. So I don't knock it, because if you like playing like that, I completely understand. I used to do the same myself. But much more recently, I've just started to enjoy the slower pace of Minecraft. Yeah, really enjoyable, actually. I used to hate the early game of Minecraft because of this, because I'd always be rushing for the late game. But now I'm starting to understand why people like the early game of Minecraft so much. I'm a Brit. I'm terrified of the strange glowing orb in the sky. As a Brit, I'm terrified. I don't know what you're talking about, good sir. Don't know what you're talking about. Ah, I've just got it. Yep, slow on the uptake. You're talking about the sun. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean on that regards. I know exactly what you mean. It can be a bit terrifying. Fiery ball in the sky that wants to peel your flesh off if you stay out for too long. I get it. I get it. You don't have to say any more words to me. Hey Juice, here is a wild idea. When you put a second... Is this the end? Wait. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, no, we're fine. Sorry. Hey Juice, here is a wild idea. When you put a second chest down, maybe you should already pre-sort it at the moment you put it in, so it'd be less work on later. Okay. That is too sensible for me. That is way too sensible. That is a good idea. That is a good idea, but I already know that... See, I was going to say, I already know that our storage room isn't going to be here, so it's not going to work. But then if I'm going to be transporting it to our new storage room, it is still going to be a help. Yeah, look, your idea is way too sensible for me. I'll get around to it. I will get around to it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. And then we're going to have an organised storage room in no time, which I'm going to put in the nether. I am going to put it in the nether. I've decided. I've thought about it a bit more. It's going to be in the nether. Maybe I could do it underground in the nether as well. Like I'm doing an underground base here. I'll do an underground base in the nether. Wow. It's a gaming room simulator, this. We're just making holes in the basement. It's enjoyable for me too. Oh, you know, if you're enjoying it, cool. Just vibe out. I did say I was going to put in some music as well. I don't have music. Maybe let me just get that sorted. You've reminded me. I'm going to put some music on in the background. Let me get some music. Let's see. Epidemic sounds. I don't know what sort of music's going to be playing. Am I even logged in? I think I'm logged in. Right, let's just play some random songs. I've just got an epidemic sound. What's the first one? Oh. I don't know what I think about this. Alright, just quiet background music. Nothing that's going to distract me. It doesn't take much to distract me. Let's get the chat back up so I can actually see what people are saying. That's going to help. Otherwise I won't be able to read what you guys are saying. Right, nice. Oh, another one's broke. Right. The thing is, do I do the ceiling now as well? Well, first, am I even happy with this size of the room? I mean, this should be good. I don't know what I'm going to put in here. I've got no plans for this place, but it should be more than big enough. I'm not putting a storage room in here. As I've said, I'm putting it in the nether, so we're not going to need that. I mean, I'll probably end up putting like some sort of automated furnace setup, maybe a super smelter, maybe some quick access items. Yeah, that should be big enough. This ceiling height is going to have to do one though. No way am I going to be happy with that. What sort of size should I do that? Maybe just the natural height of what my pickaxe can reach. So there, that should be good. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. You're going to be in. You're going to have to wait around while I just carve out this giant space. Well, it's not actually giant, but let's carve out this fairly large space. Let's see statistics. What are we on at the moment for broken tools? All right, copper picks are already up to 10. Stone picks already up to 13. Wow. Okay. Play car music. I'm just playing what's on Epidemic Sound. It will. Whatever comes up will come up. There is some car music in there. I'm sure of it. There's probably some pretty intense epic music as well. Oh, this is going to take a while. I'm surprised how little ores we've come across. There's some coal there. I'll come back to this patch here. I thought I was going to be clearing out a lot more ores than I have. I've got 14 on me. Coal ore, that is. I haven't come across any other copper. Not to my memory, there is. Right. This is going to take some time. So I'm already getting distracted by the music. Also, I think if I'm going to stream again, I should multi-stream maybe. Maybe put something on Twitch as well. But again, that's beyond me. I'm saying as if I'm committed to streaming. I'm still not committed to streaming. Don't get used to it. We're just seeing how it goes. Is copper pretty much the same as cobble? It's basically the same as cobble. It's, I guess, a tiny bit quicker, but the durability is better. So if I make, where's our sticks? There's one stick. I thought I had more sticks than this. I've only got 8 logs. Is that all I've got? Yep. There we go. So if I make cobblestone pick, there we go. So this is, I need to do some mining with it. No, bloody heck. So there. This has got 131 durability, and this has got 190. So you're getting an extra 60, or what's that, 59 points of durability. So if you're mining out a large area, you don't have access to iron or diamond, it can make a difference. I think most sane people would go off, get better resources, and then come back to the space and mine it out, rather than just persisting with copper or stone. This is just kind of long-winded, but the thing is, I don't want to go mining for stuff until I've got this space set up, because in my mind, that's the order I've got to do it in, so that's the order I'm going to be doing it in. Twitch 100%, yeah, 100%, I should stream on Twitch as well. I do like YouTube. I think YouTube is my preferred platform, but I think for the live streaming experience, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it's better on Twitch. I think it's better on YouTube because the ads are less invasive, I want to say. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be chatting complete nonsense, but I get that impression. But Twitch is better for the chat experience. So if you want to chat, it's better for if you're in Twitch. Again, I might be completely wrong on that. Just a friendly suggestion, maybe try out building the room from top down. Everyone always does it your way and I get a strange urge to. Yeah, I tell you what, I do say to that. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's on its way. I don't. Yeah, we got it under control, guys. Ooh, that was gonna be a big one as well. That was building. That was building. That would have knocked my monitor off my desk. I could have felt it. Could have felt. Could have felt it. I felt the pressure building. Yeah, definitely. I think top down is definitely the more sensible way to go. And I have done it with... See, I do that with large rooms, but when it's a room like this, I never think to do it. But yeah, like you said, it would have just been better just going down, wouldn't it? But I suppose because we're able to reach as far as... We're only going to be going, let me see, that far. So it shouldn't be too bad. It just strains my neck having to keep looking up like this. It is what it is. It is what it is. Love your videos, brother. I support you whether you stream or just post vids. Keep up the good work, man. You're too kind, my man. You're too kind, my man. Too kind, my man. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing or not. It's just, again, another spontaneous. It was a spontaneous test stream completely out of the blue yesterday. Which, if anyone watched that, you'll be able to tell completely because of how scuffed it was. And then today was another spontaneous stream. I got up, did a few bits I had to do, and then thought, you know what? Why not just go live? Why not go live? And that's what I'm doing. So here I am again. And here you guys are. While I mine out this room with rubbish tools. Yeah, I made it to the live stream. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm probably not going to be streaming for like a huge amount of time either. Again, I'm not used to streaming, so my stamina's not great. We're an hour. Crikey, we're an hour in already. How did that happen? An hour in. Maybe another hour or two? Not sure yet. Not sure yet, not sure yet. Shalom, shalom, Jackie, shalom, Jackie. Regular or not, it's just nice to see what you want us to do, Juice. Thank you, thanks. Yeah, at the moment, that is just excavate this large space. Nothing exciting. What is this music that's playing in the background? Right. I almost feel like I should do something else. No, I'm going to persist, keep on going with this room. So, what would I... No, hang on, fidgeting, just... Getting right, what do I want to do with this space? Let me see, carve out this space to the dimensions I want. Then I want to set up kind of like drop chutes, I'm thinking. These drop chutes down to other areas where I'm going to be mining. So at different Y levels for different ores. So we're going to have a Y level for copper, the best level for copper. I don't know what that is. Copper's pretty good at... Is it Y level 24? Correct me if I'm wrong. I may have just... I think I did just completely make that up. Well, whatever level copper's best at, I'll mine down to that level. Make a drop chute for there. Then for iron, I believe it's Y level 16. So we'll go to Y level 16. Do another drop chute down to there. Gold, I don't know about gold. You can get gold pretty easily with a gold farm or just mining gold nuggets in the nether. So I might not do that. And then for diamond, obviously, Y level... Yes, Y level... Well, as low as possible, really. So Y level 59 is really the lowest I can properly go without the bedrock getting in the way. So probably another drop chute to there. And we're at Y level 86. Wow, they're going to be some big drop chutes. I have to put some water in, which means I'm going to need more iron anyway to make more buckets, or make buckets in general. So I can do that. And then, as well, we've got to get our storage room set up, which is going to be in the nether. Which means I'm going to need to go to the diamond drop chute, pick up the diamond there. Then find lava, convert it into obsidian, mine the obsidian for the portal, get the portal. Then probably place the portal in this room, like on that back wall, I'm thinking. Then go through, maybe carve into the side of the nether terrain and make a storage room there. I can't see it working out if I put it out in the open. Not early game, at least. If it was later on and I had the resource or the equipment to be able to deal with the dangers there, then sure, I would do that, but I don't, so I'm probably not going to do that. So that means carving out another space, but hopefully by then we're going to have better tools. I mean, if we're going to be picking up obsidian, we should have a diamond pick by then. So if I go through there, nothing fancy. Then also I can make a pretty easy rudimentary mob spawner, which will be in this world, which... Let me just poke my head out. Oh, it's night time. Let me just sleep this day away, just so I can poke my head out. I don't want to get shot by 50 skeletons. Let me poke my head out. This should be an ocean up. Oops, creeper. Maybe we can get some gunpowder here. Not that I need the gunpowder for anything at the moment. Right, I'm pretty certain there's an ocean somewhere. I want to say that way. We're going to quickly check. Quickly check if there's an ocean, because that's probably the best place to put up like a very beginner mob farm. That way we can grind for XP without much hassle. Let's head over here. Is there anything I can pick up on the way? Let me break some of the grass. That way I can pick up wheat seeds while I'm going. And I'm not getting any wheat seeds. Whenever I don't want wheat seeds, I always end up with them inside my inventory. When I want them, I don't have them. Anything? Still nothing. Ah, there's some wheat seeds. I can put that in my hotbar so I can see how many we've got as we go. Keep in mind. There we go. There we go. That's right. I recognise this place because that terrain there, where we're heading to, is the stony... Wow, is it a stony shore biome? It had a lot of exposed ores on offer, so more coal. That's what got us going, so we could go caving yesterday. Like beehive, that's going to be handy. Let me chop down this so I can highlight it to myself later on. Chop down that. Where's my torches? Put that in the offhand, or just put that underneath, so when it's night time I'll be able to see. Beehive there. Let's break a few more of these. We're up to 10 seeds. That's the ocean. There we go. That's the ocean I was talking about. Ow. I started watching you when you was in desert and had all of them chests everywhere. Like, you built the cactus farm. It's like, alright, that guy has some dedication. Yeah, I remember that series. Yeah, I do remember that series. That's when I started trying out live commentary for the first time. Okay, we have an ocean here. This is pretty nice. So I can set up a mob spawner up there somewhere when we get to it. Yeah, that's when I first started trying live commentary, and I hate doing the live commentary, but I'll be honest. The pros of doing live commentary is that the editing process is so much quicker when it comes to making videos, and you can pump out videos at a lot quicker rate. The only problem is I don't like my live commentary, so that's quite often why I was like, I don't like this series, I'm going to have to start another series. But then I'd go back to like the scripting. I prefer the scripting. I think the quality of the video is better when I script a video. So I tend to do that. The only problem is the scripting side takes a while, and then marrying up, then you got to like do the voiceover, and then marrying up the voiceover with obviously the bits you want to connect with the video just takes time. It just takes time, so videos become less frequent. So if I was better at live commentary, 100% I'd do live commentary videos. I've come to our old base where it wasn't really a base. I should chop down these trees at some point. What is this song? I don't like this song. What is this song in the background? There must be like a chill playlist that someone did suggest that a minute ago. Let me see. Let me just type in chill. It's going to be the first one that comes up. Chill playlist. What's this? Okay, Lofi introvert radio. Let's just try that. Oh, that sounds chill. That sounds chill enough for me. Right, let's head back. Oh, Wandering Trader. Hello, my friend. Are you my friend? You're not my friend. Not that I have anything to give you, anyway. Oh. He's getting away. Come back. You're not going to get away here either. There we go. I want to take this guy as well, so another one's going to spawn in. Come here. There we go. Alright, we've got a couple of leads. That's decent. Now we head back down. I was supposed to be breaking this, wasn't I? All this for wheat seeds. We've got 20 at the moment. 20 is not too bad. 22 is not too... 23, 24, 25, 26. Where's our staircase? It's around here somewhere. We're starting to get a load of seeds now. Here it is. I'm right next to it. There we go, 33. That's going to be handy for when we set up a crop farm. Oh, and I already have 16 in there. That's all right. Let's just put this stuff in there. Dump that in there. Right, where were we up to? We were up to here. And I was talking about what I do with the base. So yeah, after the mob spawner, which will be on that ocean, what we'll be doing then? I suppose we'd better set up another road to that. Maybe something with glass? Glass would be cool to use. I don't really have access to a huge amount of dyes. I mean, it wasn't too bad for... I could probably get red flowers quite easy. So maybe red dyed glass? Maybe. And then after that, what will we be doing after that? Then just general game progression. Although I do need to set up a crop room. Maybe I'll have a staircase. Maybe I'll do this staircase here, and then another staircase going to a lower level further down. So we'll have stairs here. So the stair block will be here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next staircase, we'll do the next staircase here. Let me just map it out. Here we go. Okay, that's where our next staircase is going to start. Let me just mine out a few more blocks of this. Take this one out, and that way, future me, when I come back here, if we haven't started this today, knows that this is going to be a staircase. Right, heading down to another level where we're going to have crops. Right, back to it. And then I suppose we should set up animal breeding as well. That's going to be something we should set up. The problem is I keep killing them all. Oh, and villager trade hall. So if we go to a villager, then I'll probably set up a drop chute underground again for a villager breeding room, and then that breeding room I'll probably have to branch off of, make an actual trade hall, which again will be underground. Oh, there's going to be a lot of underground stuff, and then we'll be able to start trading for better tools. Ah, damn, we've got a lot of work ahead of ourselves. It's nice to see we're doing. Okay. Hi, Juice. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Take coordinates of your base. That would be a good idea. That's something I should do at some point. Another thing I like to do that keeps it a bit more, I suppose, immersive for in-game is get a compass and then build a lodestone and then just pair that compass to the lodestone. I've been doing that recently. It's quite nice. Coordinates are obviously the much more convenient option, but compass makes me feel more immersive with the game. Wow, the ads are like 12 times louder. I knew that was scary. Sorry, my guys, sorry. I didn't even know they were starting to play. Love you, Juice. Thank you. Love you too, stranger. We don't know each other, but there's a lot of love there. A lot of love. Bye now. Goodbye. 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 Man said he has bad live commentary. Meanwhile, I'd be completely happily listening to this nonsense in any old video. You'll soon change your tune, good sir. You'll soon change your tune. Soon change your tune. Once I say like the same thing for the 50th time, then you'll be thinking, right, I'm out of here. Obviously, don't go. Just keep me on in the background. You know, keep me on in the background. That interaction, it helps me out a lot. Although, like I said yesterday, sometimes I kind of want it so that no one would watch my live stream, so then I'd be live commentary to no one, and no one could see how bad my live commentary is. Mob spawner, bone meal. That's true. That's something we're going to be setting up. Mobs, when we do get our mob spawner, bone meal is going to be great. And that's another good thing with mining all of these blocks here, because we're getting a ton of cobblestone. That cobblestone we can just use to make a mob spawner. It doesn't have to be pretty. I know I did do one in the Forever world that was pretty. I thought it was pretty. So we don't need to do anything like that for this world. It's just going to be a basic mob spawner. I suppose if it comes to it, if we want to revamp the aesthetics at a later date, we can do. We'll just go up there and light the place up, and then we'll just take it down block by block and then re-put in blocks one at a time, which won't be that much work, because if I get to that stage of revamping the aesthetics, I should by then have good tools to be able to remove the blocks and then replace them with much better ones. Backseat gaming at its peak. I don't really mind backseat gaming too much. Like, suggestions are fine. Suggestions are fine. I'm fine with suggestions. I'm a pretty chill guy, because most of the time I'll probably end up ignoring people and just doing my own thing anyway. So feel free to give me backseat gaming all you want. The only thing that I'd probably suggest not doing is spoilers for other games, if we play other games live on stream. But suggestions I have no problem with. Yes, a consenting trading hall where they all want to work for you is the best kind of bait. Of course, like my friend, they will want to work for me. I'll be paying them with half-eaten carrots and gone-off wheat. Don't know if wheat can go off, but yeah, it will be completely consensual. Obviously, I'll kidnap them from their beds at night, boat them out where no one can hear them scream, which they wouldn't be, because all they'd be doing is yabbering on about, oh, I would consensually come to your trade hole and work for you for free and give you unlimited emeralds for, yeah, sure, these crops you don't want and the crops I don't really want, but you're going to force upon me because I have nothing better to do other than stare at a wall from the cubby hole you've trapped me in and threaten me with lava that you want to spill on me so that other villagers don't know you've murdered me and put their prices up. Completely consensual. Completely consensual. All my friends have ADHD, but I can handle repetitive language. Thank you. That's good. I need to. I tell you what I need to do. I need to get a second monitor so I can read chat. The chat is so small on my screen. It really is, because I've had to larger my game up so I can see it. So the chat is kind of small. I have to keep like leaning over, hunching over my desk. Right, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. I was looking at monitors last night, actually. Well, last night afternoon after I streamed, I thought maybe I should get a second monitor. Maybe I should get a replacement monitor for the one I've got, and then that will become my main gaming monitor, and then this one becomes the second monitor, maybe. I don't know. I was looking at curved monitors as well, but I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think for FPS games, which I don't play all that much of at all, creaky chair again, I'm pretty sure for FPS games or shooter games that flat monitors are better. I want to say, I think that's for high level play though, nothing you're going to get from me, and I don't play FPS games, but if there was a world we were in where I thought, you know what, we're going to play an FPS game, then it would probably be on a live stream. Let's have a look. Get this, my friends. Make sure to add wonder perks then. Maybe an aquarium. Worker perks. Sorry, worker perks. I read that as wonder perks. See, it's so far from me that I can't read what everyone's saying. Make sure to add worker perks in. Maybe not great. Absolutely. I will set up something lovely for them to look at. That's only if it's in a convenient location. Obviously, if it's not convenient for me, then they won't be looking at anything. But I will have an aquarium in the area, so, you know, when people come and inspect and there's an audit on the building and people come around and say, are they working to the right conditions? Are you treating your workers fairly? I can say, yeah, of course I am. They've got a bloody aquarium in here. Who wouldn't want to be in a place with an aquarium? And then, of course, I'd make an aquarium that's way too small for the fishes that I put in there. So then, I keep hearing zombies, I'm getting paranoid. So then I get another set of auditors come to see if I'm being cruel to animals, which of course then I'd make a temporary larger aquarium to put those fish into that I can then shove those fish into when they come round and be like, of course they've got ample space, ample space. Also, if you come with me half a mile down the road, we've got an ocean on our doorstep that I am set on releasing them into, which of course would be a lie. So I am prepared for audits. Completely prepared for audits that come my way. All my friends are okay. I'm reading the same comment. Loving your content. Been watching since the first watermelon. My guy. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was honestly one of my favourite series. And fun fact, I've actually still got that world. There was just some technical issues that prevented me from carrying on with it, and I can't remember the exact technical issues that was wrong with it. I can't remember if it was lost footage or corrupted footage. I feel like it was corrupted footage. I want to say it was corrupted footage. But anyway, I had done like another 100 days worth of footage, and then they became unable to use because like I said, I'm pretty sure they were corrupted, so I couldn't use them. And then I thought I can't really continue the series because I can't just go in like at day 6 or 700 and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I did 100 days that you're not going to see because I can't use the files. So now there's just a huge time skip. Or I suppose I could have. There's nothing to stop me. There's no rules against it. It would have just been a bit jarring, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's another thing I'm going to set up: a watermelon farm and pumpkin farm. Maybe automated at some point as well. Because I am thinking if this level down here is going to be for the crop farm, the staircase down, we'll make another level probably for crops. I'll probably put the basic crops first, like the wheat, the carrots, the beetroot, although we don't have access to carrot and beetroot. I need to go to the village and hope that there are carrots and beetroot and things like that. I need to make more pickaxes again. Damn. Let me see, grab them. I'm running out of wood. I need to go and get wood, don't I? Let me see, put this up here. Right, I'm going to need to go and get more wood. 2 of them. Do I get wood now? Oh, it's night time. No. There is 7 logs here, but that's not going to last for very long. You know what? Let's convert that. Make the planks. Turn them all into sticks. Then grab the copper again. Go here. Put the sticks on. Get the copper ingots. Make a few more picks. How many are we thinking? Maybe 6 will be enough. Probably won't be enough. It's never enough. There is a stone pickaxe there. I just don't want to use it. I'm already becoming a snob with tools, even though I'm only using copper tools. But yeah, the watermelon. Yeah, it was a good series. I enjoyed that. It was quite novel. I'd never done something like that. You know, playing Minecraft when melons were the priority. Or maybe, you know, I start another Melon World 4 stream. Or just continue that one. Yeah, paranoid. I can hear those zombies walking about. I think they're on the surface, though. It is night time. You absolutely could go back into the time skip watermelon world. I miss the watermelons. Yeah, well, maybe I should. Maybe I should at some point. I'll tell you what, just for you. Where was it? Because I showed it yesterday briefly. Here is a very quick look. There we go. The watermelon road. This was what I was working on. This was the next project, which I can't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was a trade hall, like a huge super trade hall for villagers. Obviously, I was still placing the platform for out of melons, which don't know if I've got any melons in here. There we go. There's a full stack of them. Another full stack, the full shulker box. Why have I got TNT? I can't remember why I've got TNT in there. Man, it's been a long time. I wouldn't be able to tell you which way my base is either. So it would take quite a bit of flying around. And I've still got my stone sword. Sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, fire aspect 2, looting 3, unbreaking 3, mending stone sword. Damn, these were the days. These were the days. It was a simpler time. This was a simpler time. Man. You can see all the extra watermelons I've placed accidentally that need taken out. Man, it brings me back. Yeah, maybe I'll have to come back to this one day. Or maybe again we just start another world with them. Not too sure. Right, where were we? We were live hardcore test stream. Let me eat some food. I'm pretty hungry. You're hard on yourself. Entertainment does not need to be perfect. Content creators purposely make mistakes because it draws in comments. Yeah, I guess. It's a good point. It's a good point. Good point. Maybe I should just not care. Maybe I should just do a 24-hour stream of me just doing this. Mining out a room with a copper pickaxe, and then the next day starting a new world, and then doing the same, and then the next day starting the world and doing the new world and doing the same. It's raining. I can hear the rain. What was I going to go to the surface for? It was going to be to get wood, wasn't it? But it's still night time. I'll wait a bit longer. Or if I sleep now... No, I should have enough sticks to make enough pickaxes to finish this room. And then we should have enough sticks left over to make the axes we need to go and chop down some trees for extra wood. That's it. So by then it would have stopped raining, so I don't need to worry about mobs that stayed up there from the night time not despawning. Watermelons. Yes, 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 watermelons. So watermelons. It's a glorious sight, glorious sight. Thank you for... glorious tree. You're on the same wavelength, yeah. Favourite crop in the game by far. Favourite crop in the game by far. They're so versatile. So versatile, you can do anything with them. Well, maybe I should do a counter world to that. Like the antagonistic world of pumpkins only. Just realised I've been watching... Just realised I've been watching a lot of your video. Wait, hang on, let me crane my neck in because I can't read. Just realised I've been watching all of your videos. I might have a problem with my YouTube consumption. Whoa, no. Let's not go that far, good sir. Let's not go that far. Let's not diagnose that as a problem. Let's say that is actually a cure for what's ever going on with your life. In fact, I would say, and a lot of medics would agree with me, a lot of medical professionals would agree with me, that if you have any troubles going on with your life, load up my channel, specifically my channel, because it has got a lot of medicinal properties in the video, and then watch one video after another, from the start all the way to the end, full length, 100%. No way, just what I needed. Oh, thank you. Are you talking about a live stream, or are you talking about looking at the watermelon world a minute ago, or are you talking about this glorious room we are constructing right here, which, let me talk you through it. This is the start of a hardcore base, which, okay, it's bright enough on the surface I could probably go to. Is going to be an underground base. I'm kind of paranoid that a mob's going to sneak up on us. Yeah, so it's going to be an underground base. What I'm thinking, we're going to have a room carved out down here, which is what we're in the middle of doing at the moment. And if you come up top, we're going to have a roof. Oh no, I've just figured. No, I'll carry on explaining. We're going to have a ceiling that is made out of glass. Have I done up high enough then? Because if glass is going to be there, then I might have to remove a few extra blocks. No, I'll just do it from top down. Yeah, that's right. You remembered your password. Yes. Yes, I remember my password. I did remember my password. Like I've said to a lot of other people, I've got lost in the sauce with Hightail recently. When that first came out, when that was released, I thought I'd get on that straight away, because I've been anticipating that game ever since its first announcement. What was that, 6-7 years ago? And it's had a bit of a choppy release history. Or development history, a bit of a choppy development history, and I figured it was never going to come. So when out of the blue it just seemed to drop, and I just went online, I saw all these people streaming the game, I thought, no way has this game come out. Went onto the Hightail website, saw it was online, bought that bad boy up straight away, and then, yeah, kind of lost myself to it. So yeah, Minecraft went a bit out the window, because I wanted to give Hightail a good chance, and I have been filming it. So maybe expect a video at some point, although I should really be editing that instead of live streaming. So maybe I shouldn't be live streaming, I should be editing that. But at the same time, I just got the urge to live stream. Yeah, I got lost in the sauce on Hightail. Still definitely an unfinished game. A lot of work needs doing to it. Very playable though, I will say it's a very playable game, and I think it wouldn't be so unfinished if they didn't have aspects of the game that said they were unfinished. Like, there's a lot of areas in the game, like there's temples you go into, and there's a work in progress sign when you walk into it, so, like, right, well, this is coming later. There's a trader that you bump into, who's got one eye. It looked like Mike Wazowski's father. you know, there's him and his trades aren't existing yet because they're also work in progress. There's a load of buildings that have these work in progress signs. There's other items you can't craft yet because that's for later on access or when the update comes for them. I won't go too much into it in case if anyone's playing it at the moment, but yeah, still needs some added, still needs fleshing out a bit. But it was a good play. I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed the world. Just hot turn. Will streams be frequent? Not sure at the moment. Honestly, I don't want to overcommit to anything. I have had that problem before. But all I will say is I had a spontaneous test stream yesterday. Was a bit sketchy. Then today I woke up with the urge to stream again. It probably won't be my last stream, this one. Probably won't be my last stream. I have been talking about maybe multi-streaming on Twitch as well. About half an hour ago, so maybe we'll do that. And if I do that, maybe I don't know. I will say this is probably not going to be my last stream. I will probably be streaming again. Hytale was worth the wait, defo. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed my playthrough of it. I will be honest, I am very curious what they're going to do with the other, like, realms, I guess we can call them, that they plan to put in. Like, you're in the main realm, which is what, Orbis, I want to say. The mainland is called Orbis. Then you can portal to another area where, you know, where you can record your memories and stuff. I can't remember what's the Forgotten Temple Island, something like that. And then I'm guessing the buildings that are surrounding that island that you can't go into because they're all work in progress, I'm guessing they go to other realms or other dimensions. I'm pretty sure the developers did talk about there's Wandering Trader. I heard that. Wandering Trader. I want his leads. Come here. Where are you? There you are. He's getting killed by... Tell you what, guys, I'm going to help you out. That's right. You leave a trader alone. I need to kill him. Let's kill his llamas first so I can get those leads. There we go. Kill him. It's taking too long. Oh, I almost killed the trader. Right, kill him. What trades have you got for me? Not that I can buy anything. Ooh. Pale oak saplings. I would have loved to have bought this. You've come at a bad time. Just literally give me, I don't know, 150 working days until we've got villagers set up and an actual trade hall on the go. Then come back to me with that sort of gear, my man. Then I'll buy everything from you, and of course still kill you because I need another one to respawn. That's something we could set up in this world. Maybe a wandering trader platform. Yeah, but Hytale, I'm pretty sure the development team have spoke about putting in other dimensions, or are working on other dimensions. Which, yeah, definitely looking forward to. In fact, I'm pretty sure in the game you can craft these fragments, and the fragments take you to these other dimensions. Like there's a frost one and a fire one, and another one, maybe a forest one. I can't remember what it's called. And I did craft them, but again, you couldn't use it. It was all work in progress. So very much highly anticipating it. I think if I'm going to play that game again, I'm going to wait until the full release. I've played the early access now. Got a really good taste of the game, but I don't want to keep playing it every time there's an update. I think I'm going to wait until the full 1.0 release is out. By then the game should probably be in a very different state, which I'd be excited to play. It'd be kind of like a semi-new experience. Kind of like if you played Minecraft in early access and you came back to it now. Kind of a different game completely. I want that sort of experience. Just shuffling. I'm a very fidgety person. I need to shuffle around on my chair. I'm surprised it didn't creak. Normally I've got the creakiest. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't want to creak at all. No, there we go. You had there. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. My voice gate on my mic might have voiced it out. There we go. Can you hear that? Maybe. What are you making? What am I making? I am currently making the start of our empire. Well, the start of our base. I want for this is a hardcore world. Obviously, I'm stating the obvious. Obviously, it's a hardcore world. You can see the hearts at the bottom. But here is our world. A couple of trees we planted up there. And I figured this time I'm going to make a base underground. So it's going to be a completely underground base. And that's about as far as we've gotten. We are day 14 at the moment. 13 days have passed. I have currently, on the statistics, broken 18 copper pickaxes and 13 stone pickaxes. And this is the room that is going to become our main base. This room here, I'm not too sure what we're going to put on this floor. Probably have things like super smelters, automated bone meal setups, stuff like that. Maybe some quick access chests. I also want some drop shafts. I'm just calling them drop shafts. Basically these tunnels that head down. No, not really tunnels then, but like drops that head down to various levels where I can mine certain ores like, I don't know, iron, diamond, copper. And then maybe we get bubble elevators at the back there coming back up. And then we want various floors with different things on. So I've got a well, the start of a staircase is a reminder to myself, if we don't get to it this stream, that this is going to be a staircase down to another level. And that level is going to be for crops. Set up a crop farm, and then I'll probably have another level for like animal breeding. Things like the usual animals, the big ones like cows, sheep, pigs. Pigs for food, because pork chops are such good food in this game. Love them. Love them. Fill my belly up. Chickens, I might get chickens. I probably won't get chickens. I tell you what, I got chickens on one I got chickens on one game. I bred them like no tomorrow. I harvested all their eggs. I kept them. I had double chest after double chest after double chest. I'm telling you, I had so many of these things. Thousands upon thousands, like tens of thousands. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to kill with the chickens, but before I kill them, let me take these tens of thousands of eggs I have, these chests upon large chests of eggs, throw them in the pen with them, and then do it. The game became unplayable. There was so much lag, I couldn't play the game. I mean, if you've seen the I keep saying the Forever World I had when I did the same with cows and sheep, I got it to the point where there was so much lag I couldn't play the game there. It was like that, but on steroids. There was so many chickens, and it actually broke my world. So I can't play that world, and I deleted it. So I have this kind of love-hate relationship with chickens now. I'll kill them, obviously for food, but whether or not I'm going to breed them remains to be seen. Alright, where are we up to in chat? I keep rambling on and keep forgetting to look over. Keeping the project small and reasonable as usual. 100%, which is a small room we're starting out with. Maybe with, well, yeah, I've got some big plans. If this world continues, you know, I've got some big plans. Got some big plans, all of which are completely reasonable for any sane person. If you think they're unreasonable, good sir, you're the mad one. You're the mad one. Who doesn't spend an hour and a half, 2 hours just carving out a room with copper pickaxes? I'm so used to watching your vids while eating. I got hungry despite just eating. Talk about conditioning. Exactly, Pavlov's dog right there. That's right, you feel hungry and the other guy's daughter feels sleepy. What happens if I keep streaming? If I keep streaming, will that mean you just keep eating? If you keep eating, you're just going to put on more weight and more weight. So eventually you can't leave your house, in which case all you will be able to do is keep eating and watching my streams, if I stream, or videos. And so if you do that, you're going to eat even more food, and the cycle is going to continue. And if the cycle continues, you're going to watch more and more, and I've got a lifelong viewer. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I encourage this to no end. I encourage this completely toxic eating habit to no end. What are you making? I've already answered that. Oh, no, now haven't I? I'm saying that because it's the same guy who's asked. Yeah, just make it an underground base. This is going to be our actual base. Why don't you mine for some better... yeah, mining for better gear first. Okay, let me read it all out loud. Why don't you mine for some better gear first and maybe beat the dragon as fast as possible, so then you make things easier. I know what you're talking about. That is how I used to play it, and it is a completely valid and probably a more sensible thing to do if you're going to start like large excavation projects. The problem is I've started to get used to the slower pace of Minecraft, like early game, like playing it at a slower pace and enjoying it for what it is. during the early game. And so because of that, I don't really want to rush it. But I used to do exactly what you're suggesting and rush the late game gear, get really OP gear, so then you can just get on with the huge projects. The thing is, you kind of miss out on the journey. As cheesy as that sounds, you kind of miss out on the journey, and then it's just not as enjoyable experience. For me, overall, I've played both methods, and I do love doing that way. I used to love it. It's just not as enjoyable for me as a player now doing it that way, rather than just doing slow and steady. The problem is, it's for you, the viewer watching, the slow and steady, like hours upon hours of me just carving out a room. So, not as interesting to watch, but, you know, I like playing it like this. Hello, hello, Coke Can One. Hello, hello. It ain't juice if it ain't punishing. I don't know what you're saying, sir. I don't know why you would say that, but it's not punishing at all. This is a completely relaxing experience. Some would say like a spa. Oh, what's that? Oh, I thought it was cold. Some would say spa treatment this is. To be fair, we're not far off of getting this room complete. Maybe... okay. We're not... maybe another 20 minutes. Maybe. Excuse me. Maybe. I should have enough wood for this. To make the pickaxes for this. Yeah, this has taken quite a while. I'm not too hungry though, as I was yesterday. Yesterday when I was streaming, I was starving. To be fair, I hadn't eaten all day. It was about... I can't remember what time I started streaming. Was it 4:30? Or that what time... Was that what time when I was ending? I can't remember. But then I needed to go shopping. There's our staircase. And then I needed to go shopping for food, buy the food, then make the food. In fact, I think I've got a snack nearby in the other room. I think it's in the fridge. I could go and grab that. Nah, I don't need to. I'll make a proper meal after I've done streaming. But yeah, yesterday I was starving. Another pickaxes broke. It's absolutely famished. Absolutely famished. I think people watch you because it's slower. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We're all on the same page there. We're all on the same page there. To be fair, I don't think I could complete any of these projects quickly anyway, even if I tried. Right, just doing a quick little check how much more we've got to go. It's not crazy amounts. We've done the bulk of it. We're definitely over halfway now. Yeah, I've started to enjoy the slower pace of Minecraft. You know, just one thing at a time. Don't know what it is. It's like I was saying, like itch for Terraria. When I play this game now, I've got that itch just to go at a slower pace. And I've been playing Valheim, which I've said with a couple of mates recently, last few days, which I'll probably be playing again later on today. Or maybe not that much later on today. Maybe fairly soon. I don't know, but I'll be playing that, and I've been enjoying the slower pace of that as well. That, though, is mostly because we're discovering the game for the first time. But it's nice being able to organise things as you go. What are your thoughts on... Light Mataga, like planning out bid projects in creative and using the mod in survival? P.S. You stopped streaming around 7 o'clock. My daughter was still... okay. I stopped streaming around 7 o'clock if your daughter wasn't sleeping, which is why you wanted me to stream until 7:30 today. But are you sure she's going to be sleeping? I mean, I don't know if she's watching the stream, but let's say she is. Let's say she is. This is riveting content, right? Why would you fall asleep? Despite that other chatter saying their baby fell asleep to this, you know, why would anyone fall asleep to this when you've got this on, you know? She's going to be wired until at least 11 o'clock. So if anything, me ending stream sooner would be doing you a favour, right? But my thoughts on Light Mataga, I don't know. Honestly, I've never heard of Light Mataga. But I will address like the planning things out in creative. I don't have a problem with it. Look, this is a completely sandbox game. You play it however you want to play it, or anyone play it however you want to play it. You know, there's no rules to the game. Of course, look, if you were playing in a server with other people, or you were having a multiplayer process and there were rules put in place and you were actively going against those rules, sure, there would be a problem there. But in a single player survival world, do what you want. Play on world edit, play on creative, then come in and make it in survival, or then edit yourself in and then put yourself into the survival world you've made on creative. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. You're out there having fun, enjoying the game. That's all that matters, really. That's what I think. I'm fairly chill. If you're having fun, my views are pretty simple. If you're having fun playing something, or if you're not being inconvenient or like breaking rules and ruin someone else's playing experience, and sure, go for it. Not a problem. Let me see. I need more. What do I need? Here we know. I'm gonna need more chest. You know what? I'm having a quick wood gathering session. Why have I got two lots of... Oh, where's our sticks? Where's our sticks? Where's our sticks? Here's our sticks. Go here. Stick. That to there. That in here. Right. Copper axe. Let's go. Despite having stone axe. Excuse me. Let me do this. So sleep. It's just going to be easier for all of us. Right. Head up here. Go over to our large spruce trees that we've already carved. That is these going to be enough? Make one more axe in case if it's not enough. One more axe should do the trick. There we go. Right. I tell you what, I keep getting distracted. Do we have... I mean, I have a little chest. I'll put this one down. Right, let me put as much of my inventory in here as possible. Not that I think we're going to get enough wood to fill up my inventory, but I just don't want the pain of having a full inventory if we're in the middle of log chopping. Alright, let's see. Trees that way. The trees we planted on day 1 or 2. Head over here. There is a tree there. I'll ignore that one. I just want the spruce logs. Up we go. There's no mobs still around. Nice. Right. Chop this. I would normally put a lot of the logs into a furnace to make charcoal, and then that charcoal we would use to cook things. But last session we got so much coal that doesn't need to happen. So this we can just use for crafting. Probably things like chests, because I can already see we're going to need a lot of them. Right. What's going on? I'm just streaming, really. Just a spontaneous stream. I decided to start streaming yesterday, a test world on a hardcore world, because why not? We died in a hardcore world, and then I started another hardcore world, and then that is that same hardcore world here now. So this is hardcore world 2. We're on day 15. 14 days have passed. We are still alive, using nothing but our wits and our skill about us. I just collected wood at the moment because I've found that I've been using so many on tools. As we can see, I've used so far 22 copper pickaxes, 13 stone pickaxes, and I keep using the wood to turn into sticks to make more of these tools. So now we're getting to a point where we're running out of wood. We're pretty low, and we're getting more items, which means we need more chests, and we're going to need wood for chests, so I need it. What's going on? New viewer equals new sub. Hello, hello, hello. Noises. There is quite a bit of noise. That is me just talking. Me just rambling about kind of nonsense, if I'm being honest. So hello, welcome in, welcome in. Right. Is one tree going to be enough? One tree would be enough. I don't need to wait for all of them. But there is that voice inside my head saying you need to get rid of all the trees, and those leaves are connected. So I'm not going to be able to. Nah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'll go back to mining. Go back to mining. I want that room carved out before I end the stream, at least. That's something. Right, where are we up to? Yeah, those leaves are connecting, so they're not going to decompose, so I won't miss out on the saplings. Right, grab these. Our base was this way. You know what, I'll remove this oak tree as well. Offhand punch. X, X, X. I just get distracted. I just get distracted while playing and building bigger things. And then when I get back, I have entirely forgotten what I was thinking about while building. But yeah, I definitely can sympathise with that. 100%. You just go one thing and then you get distracted with another thing and then you do another thing and it's like, why was I even doing this thing in the first place? Ugh. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Let's turn all of them. Let's get this, if I can actually pick them up. Wow, I messed that up. Let's do that again. Chests. Not going to need this many chests, but I'll just place some extras. There we go. Now we should have the facilities to store some extra items. Put these in here. Don't need those axes at the moment. I do see some more. Do need some more pickaxes. I've not got the copper on me because I put that back into a chest. Crafting table. Bang. Let's see. These stick here. This stick here. This stick here. Wow. That's painful. That's a lot of pickaxes. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to place that chest. Sure, why not? We'll get another chest placed. Let's get rid of some of them. I will probably end up using them at some point anyway, so. Right, let's go back to what we were doing and put that chest in there, that in there, that can go there because I always like putting it in slot number 3. Right, let's go back to what we were doing, carving out this, which is probably why I'm still in the starting area in Crimson Desert. Okay, so Crimson Desert isn't so huge that 40 hours in, you're still playing the starting area, but it's just because you keep getting distracted. I see, that is a problem, and I would say that's a problem you need to sort, but I think I've got that same problem, so we're in the same boat together, good sir, we're in the same boat together. It's a good way to play, to be fair. Where the fuck have you been? I've been playing Hightail. Working. I've got a job, so I've been doing that job. I mean, I had the job before, but you know, work, Hightail, other life commitments have got away. You know, other things have happened, got in the way, and it's just not happened on YouTube. So I've just put out a test stream yesterday, a little bit of an update, and then again another. I suppose this is still a test stream. It's not a fully fleshed out stream. There's still a lot of work to be done to it if I am going to stream more often. But yeah, another update. Hi, hello. How's it going? It's going well so far. We are currently in the middle of creating our base, which is our starter base, which will become our main base as well. But we're going to make, I'm thinking, an underground base, and trying to do most of the stuff underground. Like, I'm kind of inspired from Lord of the Rings, The Mines of Moria. You know, when they go in the huge cavernous halls where they fight like the goblins and trolls and stuff, and yeah, something of that scale, maybe even bigger. That's the sort of inspiration I'm taking from at the moment. Not quite on the same scale here, but you got to start somewhere. And honestly, I think people would shoot me if I had to carve out the Mines of Moria with just a copper with pickaxe. I'd probably do that to myself, to be fair. In the game, of course. In the game, not in real life. In the game. Right. This should be the last of the cobblestone. And then... So is the old series done? No, the old series is still there. Let me just give you a quick boom. Where is it? Forever World. Here it is. Here it is, good sir. Here is that series. We've still got the wheat farm in all its glory. We've got the tree farm. I can fly over now. I've got the rockets for it since I last came here. So yeah, here's the tree farm. We've got up there Sven's grave, or Sven's grave. I think that was PewDiePie's dog. Whatever my dog was called. His grave up there. We got our happy gas flying around here, and then obviously, the main attraction, the 4-chunk hole. Here it is, which I was working on multiple layers. This one being the next level, I was going to be working on the nature level, and I've been collecting a lot of blocks for them. So grass blocks, moss blocks, that sort of stuff. And obviously you've got the amethyst geodes over there. So this is sort of the scale I want our underground hardcore world to be if we're going to continue it. But maybe even bigger. we'll see. We'll see. What what are your thoughts on the prospects of the Bulgarian foreign policy in light of recent election results and the continued Russo-Ukrainian war? Wow. Where do I start is my question, and what a question. Where do I start? I mean, don't even get me started on that. In fact, I think it's going to be safer if you don't get me started on that. I have so many opinions, probably too many opinions on that. So, yeah. I'm not going to go into it because, you know, then the stream would never end. I'm doing it for your benefit, not mine. Right, we're onto the dirt. I'm definitely going to need more shovels. I think I've got some more shovels in my chest. If not, we've got enough wood and copper to make more shovels. This feels nicer now that we're doing this rather than the cobblestone. Oh, so much quicker. It shouldn't be that much. Maybe just a couple of layers of dirt. There is one more bit of stone or cobblestone over there. We'll get to that in a bit. But we're coming to the end of this room carving out. We've been live streaming now for almost 2 hours, believe it or not. Of me just jabbering away about nonsensical stuff. I'll be honest, I normally play Minecraft when I'm watching like videos, like, I don't know, it could be Netflix, it could be YouTube, it could be a film or something in the background. Kind of like a second monitor sort of thing, except for I have a tablet. I just watch it on the tablet in front of me. I am kind of missing that. That's the one thing about streaming I find it kind of hard. My brain has been conditioned to be split between 2 screens worth of content rather than just the one. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is satisfying. That wasn't satisfying. Though, as I'm going past, where's this stone block? There we go. Right, there's axes. Do we have another shovel? I do have another shovel. There it is. It's definitely not going to be enough, but yeah. Let me put them away as well. Where's the other ones? The backup picks. We shouldn't really need them anymore. Put them into there. Get them out. We should be able to make a couple more shovels. Bang and boop. Put them out. Right. That's maybe it'll be enough shovels. Probably not. Get this man on a dodgeball court. Get this man on a dodgeball court. Thank you. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That's all I'm saying. If you can dodge a question, you can dodge a ball. Such a good film. I need to rewatch that film at some point. Maybe build the soon-to-be stairs in the wall next to the other one, both sides. Then you've got the whole space to build. That is an idea. That is definitely an idea. And I'll be honest, I read that and I haven't taken any of that in, so I'm going to reread it. Maybe build, maybe the soon-to-be stairs in the wall next to the other one. Yeah, that is something. That is something. But again, I have no qualms with expanding this room. So if those stairs are in the way, say the stairs come out to like here, and I wanted to build something here, honestly, as much as you guys probably wouldn't want me to, I have no problem just spending another 2 or 3 hours expanding this space. That's something I've never really been a problem. Wow, we see skylight. Okay, well at least I know I can put a glass floor in, or glass ceiling in, and that's going to be pretty easy to do. Nice. And I can see if it's daylight now or not pretty easily. Yeah, I have no problem with doing it. Right. Do I go collecting sand this stream as well, though? That's the question. Do I go collecting sand? Probably not. I want to try and find, at least once I've carved out this, I think iron should definitely be on the agenda. Better tools, and then we can go looking for diamonds. And then maybe get an enchanted, an enchanting table set up. I need to find sugarcane. Maybe I should write for myself a little list of jobs to do before I come on stream. And then just when I'm on stream, I can work my way through them. There are mobs falling into your hole. Yeah, that is something that will most likely happen. Probably a creeper or something. Oh, there's another hole. Beware of that one. I suppose I'll tell you what I could do. Let me eat a little bit more food. Because, like you said, mobs might fall onto me. And I know in my luck, probably a creeper will fall in with, like, skeletons and Blast meat, Timbuktu. I thought I saw more torches. Here's some more. Right. Let's put them down there. One of me offhand. Up we go. Probably going to be greeted by 100 mobs. Right. Not too bad. I'm just going to run around placing torches. Yeah, there's a creeper. See one. I'm surprised. I thought I heard skeletons as well. Hello, hello, Mr. Creeper. And there's another one. Hello as well. I just light this space up, and I might do the old run away, let them despawn, come back strategy of getting rid of mobs. It is kind of cheap, a bit cheesy. But you know what? That's how we have to play sometimes in hardcore. You play cheap, you play cheesy. It's all about survival. It's not about looking pretty, it's all about survival. Although having said that, I know at some point someone is probably going to ask me to play with a totem. I'm not a fan of playing with totems on hardcore, which I'll probably get into another time. I have definitely said about totems on other hardcore videos. Not that this is a video, it's a stream, but on hardcore videos of mine I have said about totems, why I don't like playing with them. So in that aspect, I won't cheese in that aspect. But with other aspect, you know, towering up, taking on mobs, trapping the wither under the middle of the main end island, yeah, I have no problem with that. Or the using despawn mechanics to your advantage, yeah, sure, why not? Right, zombies coming in. I've got quite a few more torches to use up. Let's run around. Yeah, should survive that full easy. Light up around here. Light up around here. Maybe break some of this grass, see if we can get some extra wheat seeds while we're out here. Nice, 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 nice. To be fair, the thing is with hardcore, if you run around placing torches, everything's so slow, they're not going to catch you. They're not going to be able to catch you at all. Even the quickest of mobs, I mean, phantoms will, but as long as you do the whole, you know, sleep in your bed for a second, get up, like, trick, they're not going to respawn. Or spawn in, should I say. I'm talking about respawn. Spawning at all. It's looking pretty good up here. It's looking pretty good. Maybe a few more are extended this way a bit. Spider behind me, I can hear him. What are we thinking? But yeah, other mobs, they're too slow. As long as you've got a full hunger saturation. I mean, arrows can sometimes hit you, but if you're jumping about, changing directions, likely skeletons aren't going to get you either. Okay. Okay. That was not his point. I let myself get hit there. You know, I got stuck in the terrain. Look at them all. Look how slow they are. That looks pretty well lit up. It does look pretty well up. Where's our hole? It's not very central though. I should probably light up a bit more this way. Let's light up a bit more this way, and then I'll run off and let the mobs despawn, and then run back. No, thought it was going to blow up. That explosion will 100% kill me if I let it get too close, so we don't want that. Hello, piggy. There we go. Spiders are pretty quick, especially if they have an enchantment that allows them to move quicker. Let's grab that. Oh, hello. But they can't hit too hard. I'm not that concerned about them. Right. Light up this last little bit and we should be done for lighting up. That doesn't look too bad in terms of surrounding torchlight. Let's have a look. Maybe a bit here, I guess. Yep. Yeah, that should be enough. Right. Let me run off now. Eat some food. Ow. 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 To be fair, that was bad timing on my part. Alright, let's just run off. Get far enough away. No, I can still see them. Run off this way a bit further. I don't know if I can see it. I think they're still there. I think I need to run off a little bit further. A little bit further. Only a little bit further. Head this way. Oh, hello. There we go. Just place 1 or 2 torches out here. Just because I have them on me. Right. I'm pretty sure the mobs will have despawned over here now. So we should be able to go back to excavation in peace. Not that it was completely chaotic before, but, you know, there was always the potential. Always the potential of a bomb dropping on our heads in the form of a creeper, so not exactly great for a hardcore. That seems to be most of the hardcore experience about avoiding death is preventative measures. If you can prevent deaths before they come about, which obviously that's obvious now that I'm saying it out loud, but if you can prevent potential deaths from springing up or reducing their risks as much as possible. Damn, I sound like a safety rep. But if you can do that as much as possible, you're most likely going to survive. There we go. It's a mob-free zone now. We can go back. We shouldn't have any problem with mobs spawning above us and dropping down to us. Famous last words. That's what I said last or something similar last hardcore world. What did I say? I said something along the lines of hardcore is easy enough to survive if you know what you're doing, and I proceeded to die in the next 5 minutes. Baby zombie and skeleton, and being stuck in water. Not good combination. Completely my fault though. I got myself into that mess. Right. If you don't mind me asking, I have a hunch that your audience is on an average is older than your other Minecraft. Sorry, I've got my chat way too small. If you don't mind me asking, I have a hunch that your audience is on average is older than other Minecraft channels is. If so, is it intentional that you create videos for that audience? Yeah, 100% intentional. I don't want to be making my videos for kids because I'm not a kid myself. You know, if there was one way to burn yourself out, which I've definitely been burned out before, but if there's one sure way of burning yourself out, it's I think appealing to an audience you can't relate with. I can't relate with kids. I used to be one, so I can understand their perspective, obviously, but not being a kid myself, I am now an adult. Still, you know, I like to say a young adult, but I'm still, now being a young adult, you know, I don't have the same maturity level as I did when I was a child, so I don't want to be appealing to that audience because that's not me. So it's just a lot easier, and I thought if I am going to be building up an audience of people watching, I'd rather it be people who have the same, like, similar maturity level, similar sort of and my mind's completely blank. My mind's go, it does that sometimes. This is part of the reason why I didn't want to stream, because my mind would just goes blank sometimes. Brain fog 101 for you. But yeah, I wanted to have wanted to get an audience that is similar to myself. It's just easier to be yourself. Which, surprising, no, I don't know why I've got an audience, to be fair, if I am being myself. Hello, Juice, what happened to your previous survival series, that one with the Gigantico? It's still there, let me show you, just a very quick look. I've done it very often. Here we go. It is right here, it still exists, but I just haven't put out a video for it at the moment. I've been playing Hytale, I got lost in the source, haven't done it on stream or anything, but I was recording Hytale. So maybe expect a video for that. Although I am supposed to be editing that at the moment instead of this, you know, streaming. I've got another shovel. Now I'm using a pickaxe, and why are they swapped around? Everyone knows that shovel should be in slot number 4 and pickaxe in slot number 3. 27 here, perfect content as I've grown with Minecraft. Yeah, I think there's a lot older audience that is now playing Minecraft as well, because Minecraft came out when a lot of people like myself was younger. So now that it's been around for as long as it has, a lot of people who are still playing the game naturally are older as well. And as the more you get older people playing the game as well, it's going to bring in an older audience as well. So that's my thoughts. Plus, I don't. You might have already guessed, I'm not really the most enthusiastic person. I don't have the most amount of energy. So, you know, this over the top Minecraft content, which I'm not throwing hate on, you know, some people love that sort of stuff and some people love doing that sort of stuff. That's just too much for me. I don't want that. And I know if I don't like that, there's probably other people in the same boat as me, don't want that. So that's sort of where I'm at with that. I'm older than most of you, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you on that one. But the important thing is, you are here and you're enjoying the stream. Well, I don't know if you're enjoying it, but if you are enjoying it, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here watching. I'm glad you're here. No matter what your age is, I don't mind. That goes for anyone. I think age is obviously in certain regards, it's obviously something you need to be careful of. But age once you get out of school, age isn't that big of a thing. You know, you interact. It's not natural really to be interacting with people of your own age at all times, because in the workplace you're going to be interacting with people of all different ages all times. You go down to like a coffee shop, you go to a supermarket, wherever you go, there's going to be people of all age ranges. So whatever your age range, I don't really care. If you're watching and you enjoy it, yeah, sure, nice stuff. You'll have time for editing later, maybe around 7:35. That would be true, good sir, if I wasn't going to be playing Valheim with a couple of friends, which I believe I heard my phone go off. They're probably asking about that. Let me have a quick check. It's on charge and I can't reach it. I'm sure I heard my phone go. I'm sure I saw a message earlier about Valheim. So I'll probably be playing Valheim. So probably not doing editing today. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll get to it. Well, then maybe I'll just edit the VODs down. Maybe. It's always nice to see a video from my favourite Englishman. How do you know I'm English? Other than the fact I've mentioned I'm English and my accent is distinctly English. How do you know I'm English? How do you know? Where's the copper? Where's the copper? I've probably... No way have I run out of copper. Surely not. Have I gone through all my copper already? No. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to stone tools. Oh, it's right there. I'm blind. How did... I was going to say, there's no way I've gone through it all. It mined so much last stream. Where did I get that from? Here. Right, I'm not going to need this amount of shovels. Where's our sticks? Now I'm looking for sticks. Right, this already is slightly out of hand, this storage, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's what I say. Especially because, like I said, we're going to be having our storage room in the nether, so until we go to the nether, our storage isn't going to be organised whatsoever. Let's do 4. Sure, let's just dump that stuff into there. Not my food there. Yeah. Right. That's relieving. It's always nice to see a video from... Oh, I've just read that one. I've been gaming since Atari. Oh, damn. That is a long time. But still, you know, it's cool you're here. Doesn't matter your age. It's cool you're here. I remember playing the Sega. I wasn't around when the Sega came out, but I have played the Sega. That's the earliest console I've probably had the pleasure of playing on. Was the Sega before the SNES or NES? I don't remember. I think I've played on a SNES before, I want to say. No, I've definitely played on a SNES before. I don't know my console history particularly well, but I remember playing as a kid the Nintendo 64. I definitely played that. But I can't remember seeing its release. I definitely was maybe I was alive for the Sega being released. I don't know. I remember playing on a Sega at one point. I didn't have a Sega, but I have played on a Sega. I played Sonic. My mind was blown, absolutely blown. Not as much as being blown on poor choice of words. My mind wasn't as blown as when I was playing GoldenEye though on N64 or Mario Kart. Great games. Love how me and my boyfriend, or it's either boyfriend or best friend. I'm guessing boyfriend. I love how me and my boyfriend are playing Minecraft right now while this is playing on my phone. Oh, crikey. You're putting me on the spot, so does that mean both of you are listening to this right now? Well, I'm getting nervous now. I don't know what to say. Well, I'm glad I'm there with you. We're all playing Minecraft together. Are you playing hardcore or are you playing survival? That is the question. Are you playing modded or are you playing unmodded? That is another question. I'm hungry. Not in game. A little bit hungry. I can starting to feel hunger in game, but in real life I'm pretty hungry as well. Sonic and Sega was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. So good. I can't remember much of it other than going around these super quick rings and collecting golden rings at the same time. Oh, and jumping and like turning into a like flying cannonball. That's all I remember of it. But I'm telling you, my like 7-year-old mind was blown. It was. I could have stayed on that. I remember. I tell you what, I played a lot of as a kid as well. I had a PlayStation 1 and I had Rayman. It might have been the first ever Rayman. Damn, that game was pretty hard. I remember getting through Bandland after I can't remember how long. Man, that was such an achievement. I got to Mr. Sax, I killed Mr. Sax at Bandland, and then I remember going to a rocky area, and I don't know if my game was bugged out, but I learned how to fly like a propeller ability with your hair, and for whatever reason, the only place I could go was flying across like these stones, and I could not get across, and so I was like, you know what, it's bugged. It's bugged. There's no way I won't be able to get across, because I was quite confident kid in my ability to do things. So I obviously rather than question my own ability, I questioned developers of like a team of however many people, full grown adults, who had developed this game, and like test proofed it that they were in the wrong and not me. But I think if I went back to that now, I'd probably be able to get further. But I loved that game as a kid. Absolutely loved that game. Even though once I got as far as I could, which was that point, I usually would end up turning the game off, starting again. Remember old school memory cards as well? Man, those were the days. Putting in a memory card and then blowing in the memory card, like, because your save data wasn't loading. Man, I remember that. I remember I had like several memory cards. I had a red one, a red see-through, like transparent one. Then I had a white transparent one. I had an orange normal one. I want to say I had a blue one as well. And for whatever reason, this orange one wouldn't record any data on, so I couldn't ever use that one because it wouldn't save anything on. The red one seemed to be the only one I could save things on, but then that, I don't know if that became corrupted or what, that just stopped working. So then I couldn't do that, and then the white one was also working for a time, then that stopped working. So I had to play games from the start, get as far as I could, and then I'd start them again. Right from ground zero. Are you planning to build underground tree farms, each level its own type? I'm just assuming you keep streaming since everyone here loves it, and you wouldn't dare disappoint your audience. I wouldn't dare disappoint. You are quite right, but you know, if you know, accidents do happen, and sometimes an accidental stream end does occur. So for some reason, I don't know what it is, and you know, don't quote me. I just feel like the stream is going to accidentally, you know, turn off once this room is potentially carved out. I don't know if that is going to be the case, but if it is the case, just be forewarned that, you know, an accident was coming. And obviously all accidents, as we know, are prior planned out. But as for tree farms, if I am going to do an underground base, I will fit tree farms down here at some point. As for the giant spruces, up here, as for them, fitting them underground is going to be a bit of an ache. I guess we just have to find a really large cave, and then maybe expand out from that. Either that, or I will carve out the space for them. I will do that if necessary. If shove comes to push, if push comes to shove, then that will be the case. Yeah, tree farms definitely down here as well. At the moment, it's just more convenient to grow trees on the surface and then bring them down. But we will get to that stage if it's a big if, we continue. Good evening, good sir. Good evening. For me, it's afternoon. It's about 4:30. 4:27 to be exact. I still have my Sega. Nice. I think I sort of kick myself now a bit, but as a kid, I've never really been, or growing up, I've never really been opposed to letting things go. I don't want to get philosophical, but once I'd moved on to the PlayStation 2, I was like, I had no problems with getting rid of the PlayStation 1. Once I moved on from that, I had no problems getting rid of that. I've no problems getting rid of old console. Actually, I tell a lie. There is one console I've had a problem with getting rid of. It was Nintendo DS. I don't know what it is about that thing, but... And the Game Boy Advance. Those two. I think those two shaped my childhood. That's more than any other console, even though they're handheld consoles. And not big boy consoles. Those two seem to shape my childhood more than any other console. Maybe the Game Boy Advance more than the DS, actually. I can't remember. That was when I was first introduced to gaming. I was seeing a friend of mine play on his Game Boy Advance. Wow. That was crazy. What was he playing? I want to say he was playing Pokemon. Or did he have a normal... No, he got a Game Boy, that's it. He had a... Did he have a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance? I can't remember. I don't remember. Don't remember. It is one of those, but that's when I was first introduced to gaming. Yep, just listening to... Nice, 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 nice. They're making me shy again. I just don't know what to say. With my Atari and my original Nintendo. Oh yeah, nice, nice. I wish I had my original console still. Set up a proper gaming room, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As you said, the room needs to be a lot bigger. It does need to be a lot bigger. And your persuasion tactics are pretty good, I've got to say. But at some point, I will need to end. It was only a spontaneous stream. I can't. First, you try to hold me hostage because your daughter needs to fall asleep, and apparently I'm the only way your daughter will fall asleep. And now you're trying to hold me hostage because there's more work to do on the world. I know your plan. I know your plan. And needing a hop out. Really hope the stream goes well for you. Cheers. Thank you, thank you. To be fair, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going anyway, but thank you. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I see. It's 9 PM here. It's 9 PM. Damn. Juice, thanks for streaming. No problems, no problems, no problems. Again, it was spontaneous. No thanks to be given. To be fair, you know, thanks for watching. If anything. Right, let's get this. We've got to be almost there now, right? Surely we're almost there. This is taking a bit longer than I thought. We're not that far off. We're not that far off. I can see the moonlight now for shovels. I need more shovels. Let's this. We've got more sticks. Yes. Over here. That to there. That to there. That to there. That to there. Half to there. That into here. How many am I going to make? Maybe another 4, 5? I'll do 4. Surely by then this room will be done. The thing is, if I come back to this world, do I do any of this off stream? Like, say I'm doing some of this, do I then do a bit off stream and then come back and be like, oh, hey guys, I've done this while off stream? I'm not sure. Like resource gathering sessions, or is this something that you would rather me just show everything? I suppose the problem is it's hardcore, and you know, if I don't show anything, then there is always the aspect of, well, has he cheated on hardcore? You know, because cheating on hardcore is not that difficult, and I know there are a lot of people who do that. So maybe I should just do everything on stream. Probably everything on stream. Just 2 more hours. Just 2 more hours. No. I think I'm one of the rare ones who has played nothing except mobile games. Wow. Now that statement in itself is, I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to read the rest now. I don't think I've owned any Xbox or PlayStation ever. Okay, that bit's not so. Just jump straight to the PC. If you jump straight to the PC, all will be right in the world, my friend. But that is mad. Only playing mobile games. I don't know if I've ever met anyone who's only played mobile games. I'm sure I must have interacted with people like yourself. But I suppose it is a thing. I suppose mobile games are bigger than every other genre of gaming like combined, right? If you was to combine all of Xbox game, this is kind of inconvenient, this staircase now. If you used to combine every Xbox player, every PlayStation player, and every PC gamer, I'm pretty certain it's still smaller than the entire audience of phone games. But then, are you a serious? Can you consider someone who plays on phones to be like mobile a serious gamer? I don't know. I don't know. Get yourself a PC, and you will be cured, my friend. You will be cured from this ailment you seem to have. Hey, sorry to let you know, but unfortunately you're not allowed to stop streaming because the only reason I'm doing my assignment right now is because of streaming, and if you stop, then I'll stop. And what is going on, guys? You can't just hold me hostage because if I stop, no, this is not what's going on. This is not what's going on. This was supposed to be a spontaneous stream. Nothing about this is you holding me hostage, because I know what's going to happen. You'll finish this assignment, you'll be like, great, you can stop streaming, and then the other guy is like, well, actually you can't stop streaming because my daughter's still not asleep, and then his daughter will fall asleep. It's like, right, you can stop streaming, but by then someone else is coming and be like, oh, you can't stop streaming because I'm at work and I'm watching this while I should be working, but you can't stop until my work shift is over. So I'll do that. And then someone else will come in and be like, look, you can't stop because I've just woken up, so you're going to have to stay until I go to bed at night. All the while, I'm putting in 36, 48 hour stream with no sleep, and then I die of sleep deprivation. Is that what you guys want? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, you know, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Maybe other streamers have fallen for this trick, but not me, good sir. 2 streams in, I already can see through your game. See right through it. It's as transparent as, well, it's transparent as the glass I'm going to be putting in up there. I see right through you. I bet you're not even doing an assignment. I bet you just made the whole thing up. Smash that like button. Or else, thank you. You're doing God's work right there. Doing God's work. The enforcer. The enforcer right there. Listen to them. 100% listen to them. But sometimes surely in the future though, definitely want to try out gaming on the big screen. 100% it's worth it. 100% it's worth it. And there's so many games you're missing out on only playing mobile. I know you can say that for anything. I'm sure there are Xbox players saying there's so many great games you're missing out on Xbox, and so many PlayStation players who are saying so many great games you're missing out on PlayStation. I'm not going to start like a console war or console versus PC wars here in the chat, but I will say, and I am being completely biased, but you are missing out on a ton of games, a ton of great games, not even just games, great games on the PC. There are so many great games you are missing out on PC. And, you know, there are great games on console as well, but I'm just being biased because I'm a PC user. Wow, it's still happening. Hi, I did my boring adult stuff and I'm going to be playing Minecraft. Hope you're having fun too. I get it. Well, yeah, I am having fun, to be fair. I don't know if anyone else is, because all I've been doing for the last 2.5 hours is carve out this room that I said is going to be our starter base. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What's our statistics like at the moment? Items broken, 22 copper pickaxes, 13 stone picks, and 10 copper shovels, which are currently breaking at the moment. We're getting close to finishing this room. We'll be responsible for my academic demise. Is that so? Is that so? No, I will not be. No, I will not. You will take your own accountability, good sir. You will take your own accountability. But what I will say is, it's probably more important to watch this stream than continue your academics, right? That is probably more important. So if you do end up failing, then you have more time for the stream. And is that a bad thing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So it's kind of, in fact, it's kind of in my best interest that you feel, okay, I can't go through that. In game, of course, I wouldn't want you to actually fail your academics in real life. Just turn the stream off and go and do your academics. Oh, actually, no, that's counter to what you were saying, because you were saying the stream, you are only doing your academics because the stream's continuing. Well, just go back to the start and rewatch it. Just never stop. Easy solution. Yeah. Easier said than done. Hey, Juice, say hello. Juice being held hostage. I am. Just never stop streaming. An easy solution. I've mostly played Clash of Clans, PUBG, and Minecraft only, and some other random games which I play for free. I can't imagine playing Minecraft on the phone. I can't imagine. It must be. I mean, I suppose if it's the only version you've played, you're completely used to it and it won't feel weird, but I just can't go. I can't imagine going from playing, even if I was playing on console on Minecraft, I can't imagine going from that to phone. But obviously it works. I know there's a huge audience. I know that, like, some Minecraft YouTubers started on Minecraft Mobile and then went to PC. If you're having fun, you're having fun. You know, that's what I say. But, you know, if you do decide to get a console or a PC, then it will change and revolutionize your life as you know it. So you started a new giant hole. Not quite a hole. I mean, it is a hole, I guess, because that bit is, that part of the ceiling is uncovered. But it's not supposed to be a hole. It's just a giant, well, it's not really a giant space. It's just a space that is going to be our starter base. Our starter base that will become our main base as time goes by, and we'll just add to it. But I want an underground world this time. Underground world this time. It's. I'm having a blast person. I'm having a blast personally. Well, unfortunately for you, if that is actually the case, and you're not lying to me, I might end it here because I've carved out their room. Look, here we go. This is the size of the room we're doing. I might now end stream. I might end stream. It's been 2.5 hours. I'm getting pretty hungry. I'm still not used to streaming, so I don't know if I'm going to be putting in big hours. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching. I would just quickly read the rest of the chat. So, have a blast. Do you like? Hang on, let me move closer. My chat is so small. Do you like merging games? I'm very deep into Merge Mansion. I've never played any merging games, to be fair. Maybe I have to check them out. It's always the same problem. Once people get a bit of an audience, they think they can do whatever they want, like turning off a stream. Well, if I turn off a stream, I won't have an audience. So that solved that problem, right? You will not hold me hostage. Well, I'm pursuing higher studies currently, so probably not for the next 3 to 4 years, unfortunately, but definitely purchasing a PS and some AAA games once I start working. Yeah, nice. You don't even have to purchase AAA games. There's some definitely... Excuse me. There's some definite amazing gems you can find, like in the indie game department. My mind's going blank with them, but they're definitely Stardew Valley. That's the first one that comes to mind. Great game, indie game developer. Hollow Knight, indie games. Silksong, Terraria. My mind's going blank. There's so many great games, and I look forward. In fact, I'm starting to think that some indie games that are coming out are better than a lot of the AAA games that are coming out. But there are some good AAA games. But yeah, be good. Once you start working, get on out there, get that PS. I usually just watch gameplays on YouTube. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's yeah, Minecraft is kind of choppy on mobile, so it's, yeah, I get that. So it is what it is in my way through mobile gaming right now. Yeah, I get that. No, never mind. I'm not having fun. Keep streaming. Academic advice. Just keep digging. There's nothing left to dig. I mean, there's tons left to dig, but I'm probably gonna call it a day there. It seems like a good place to stop. I will say though, okay, I'm not promising we're going to be streaming all the time, but I will say we will stream again. What is the date today? Look, I'm just going to turn around and look at my calendar. What's the date today? It's the 22nd. 22nd. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. But I will be streaming again. I will make you that promise. I will stream again, and we'll come back, and I guess next time probably won't work on the crop hole. What will I work on? Maybe getting the roof in place. Maybe. No, probably go and mine for iron. We need better resources. I can't keep continuing on copper. I'm going to get some better resources. Let me face the camera as well. I'm going to get some better resources. Probably iron, and then look for diamonds. And then once we have the diamonds, like I said, we can get the obsidian, and then, you know, actually build our storage room, which I'm planning to put in the nether. Mostly to reduce lag. I know it's It seems kind of silly. Like, you shouldn't really have to reduce lag in your main base, right? But if this world does continue, and my mind is already filled with the projects I would like to get done, then it might cause lag having the storage room here in the overworld. That's why I'm thinking about putting it in the nether. Hopefully the world survives until I get that opportunity. We'll have to see. Maybe if I die in game, it won't. But if I don't die, then sure. Have loved both of your streams. So thank you. Tomorrow. Wait, don't. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'm not actually sure. So don't get too excited. Yeah, but I hope you and your boyfriend enjoy playing Minecraft. If that's the same chat, I may have said that to the wrong chat. My chat's so small, I can't read any of your names. I can just see, like, I can just make out your pictures. If you streams thrice a week, he'd be responsible for making us study at least 10 hours every week. See, now you're laying responsibilities on me. Yeah, I kind of want to run from them. You should be doing a lecture, considering how many people are studying while watching the stream. I don't know what's going on. Right, that's gonna be it for this stream though. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's only a short one, 2.5 hours, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, the next one will be happening. I don't know when, but not too bad. I didn't not enjoy myself, I'll say. Don't you make that crying faces. I've got to go now. So, goodbye. And I know where the end stream button is. That is something a bit of behind the scenes. I couldn't find the end stream button yesterday, despite it being massive and in the top right corner of my screen. It literally, you can't miss it. But I did yesterday, and that's why I didn't end straight away. I love the vids. Thank you. Academics demise. Well, it's good, sir. I hope it works out for you. I'm ending stream. Goodbye. You're responsible. No, I'm not responsible. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. I know you're going to do well in your academics. Goodbye. I'm off.